Well, hello to all of you beautiful people here on a random Monday night where we're going to try to deep dive into some topics that people aren't very comfortable about talking about. Not just the paranormal, but the psychology and psychological effects, OCDs, and people's weird tendencies, which usually involves psychological factors. I will put up the banner immediately before I forget, before I bring in a first guest who is creeping in the background as usual. No, it's not James for once. He was here, but then he disappeared really quickly. So he's not first. I will put this banner up here. So, in all fair warning, to start the show for YouTube, we are not licensed psychologists, not necessarily paranormal experts, and nor making fun of any OCD habits. Just here discussing such topics. I have a degree in psychology, though, to be fair, I do have a degree in psychology, but I am by no means a licensed psychologist or anything like that. And I have my own OCDs. So it's all fair game. I do have someone in the background besides some of the normal faces. I don't know who you are, and it's a blank screen. So I need to see a face, and otherwise I'm not going to risk it. So you can sit in the background, but I'm not risking it because we have had enough problems around here. I don't know who that is. Wendy, how you doing? I will bring some people on here. I think you're muted, Wendy. Your switch.
There you go. The magic button. I'm freaking hating this button.
I hate that button too. We have our normal creeper, James, who was not.
Oh, hi!
Unfortunately, you have failed, James.
No, I haven't failed.
James.
We have Amped Amy over here, and then we have a guest.
Amy.
We also have a guest here. Well, Amy, I know it's you. I don't know why you put in the private chat. It's me. I know that. We do have a guest over here, and they are showing their face, and so I feel a little more comfortable. I don't know this person specifically, so if anyone does, that'd be cool. But this is Frank Paco. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I really just wanted to listen. I didn't really want to be on camera.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. If you, I just needed to see someone because otherwise people want to like jump on screen and like just like go full bore like awkwardly on camera, and that's what
Say inappropriate.
Yeah.
Say inappropriate things.
No, I just wanted to creep on you.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's how most people get involved with this stuff. They start, you gotta start by doing something. Creeping is usually the first way you go around some of these streams. Is like, so that's fine. If you want to go off camera, that's perfectly fine. Point is, I just want to see you in the background, like.
I'm here now.
So 503 is that Oregon?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Portland. PDX. Well, I don't know what 503 area code nowadays even means. It used to just be 503 and 541, and now it's like multiple area codes.
Yeah,
As
there
far
is.
as I know.
I'm an original 503.
I still have a 541 number, and I haven't lived there in 20 years. So how's everyone do tonight? Wendy, James, Amped Amy. This is what is your name officially? Because it says Frank Paco, but what do you go by?
Yeah, you don't look like a Frank.
No, but I love the Frank Paco. I'm Stephanie. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, Stephanie.
Nice meeting you.
Hi, gang. I've seen your face
We can call you Frank.
Oh, okay.
We can call you Frank if you want to be Frank. I mean, let's be frank. Let's all be frank.
Yeah, this is just the normal trio, especially plus the other random people that will jump in, especially Andy. Good to see you as usual. Always creeping, of course. Dragon over here.
About Harley's cooking dinner.
I don't care about Harley.
No, but we might want some dinner.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, we might be hungry by then.
Shoot, speaking of devil.
Sexy Dragon. Oh, no, I was just thinking, that's Frank's spot. Sexy Dragon now.
So
Sorry, I looked away for a moment, and then I didn't even realize that we had another person on the panel.
yeah, I've known Ben a little while.
Yeah, tonight was a impromptu. No one was doing anything, so let's.
Yeah, I dropped your link in another friend's chat that I mod for to get you some more subs, love. Help
Heck
you out.
yeah.
Hell
that's cool.
yes.
Yeah, I had a theory tonight too. That's why I was like, hey, especially like mostly James and stuff. I was like, hey, let's try no dual stream because the last two we did last 3 videos. The first one we did dual stream. Second one we didn't. The third one we did. Both the first and the third limited ad. Like, I think YouTube, despite not having a copyright claim, they send me notification about it, and then they automatically, even if you don't say there's something wrong, YouTube just shuts it off.
Right.
So it's like a dual claim for YouTube. It's it's probably some legal thing on their end where because it's 100% or something like that. That's why I want to test the theory. So tonight nothing happens.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll be like, oh, okay, that's what
I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking about that when I read your comment. Because YouTube's just really tightening their belt up, I suppose, because there's like so many other platforms like Rumble and all that starting up. So I was sort of thinking maybe they're just tightening their belt because of the other platforms they're competing with now as well.
It could be part of that in the sense of it. I mean, I'm going to pull something up. I put it on a whole separate screen here. Let me see.
10, Joe. I think they can be... Hey, who's echoing? Someone's got their echo on. I'll just check mine in case.
Yeah, I'll check mine.
I'm echo off. It's not me.
No, it's well, no, you won't.
I'm not sure how to check the echo.
You won't have it because you're on headphones. It'll be whoever's not.
Yeah,
on
and I'm on headphones as well. So,
But
but I just thought I'd come up for a
Yeah.
few minutes, Ben, and show some love. And
Oh no, I appreciate that. It's always good to have you in here, Dragon. I don't hear the echo now, so whatever it is, it's gone, and no one's muted that I see. So that means whatever it was is gone.
Yeah, just StreamYard.
I appreciate what you just said, Ben. That means a lot. Like, it really does.
I agree with him. I like having you around, Dragon. You're fun.
Oh, thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. So, but I'll be in chat. Plus,
Okay.
I'm modding 2 different devices and 2 different chats, not Ben and someone else. So,
Well, yeah, definitely hang around though in the chat and give some comments on some stuff because we want to get into nothing.
well,
too
right
serious.
now, I've got a friend that's live and talking about the paranormal as we speak. So that's why I dropped your link in that chat.
Well, sheesh.
So,
There's never a good time to do this.
It sounds
right, love?
And if we're going to talk about paranormal and boogie monsters, I'd rather it be my daytime, not be the last thing I talk about before I go to bed.
Well, hold on. I can go drop. The friend of mine that's live right now his name is Ghost Eagle, and he's into the paranormal as well. He loves it as much as the rest of us, and yeah, he's a great guy. He is.
Does he doing exploring and stuff? You doing paranormal exploring? Oh, yep. There's Ghost Eagle.
Oh, okay, cool. There he is. I was like, yeah, drop his link, and I will.
I just
Link?
did.
Yeah, I saw that. And I'll pull it up actually, and I'll repost it so it's a hyperlink because I don't think you're a mod in here.
Oh, only got 417 subscribers. I love subscribing to smaller groups first up. Help them get going.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
dropped my link. I dropped my link in chat too. So
Oh, you
But
are
I'll
you are a mod. It is a hyperlink. You are a mod. I wanted to double check.
Yes.
I wasn't on
Yeah.
that. I was just in my StreamYard, so I couldn't see. for sure.
but
Yeah, I need to swap that one. Yeah.
but I'll be in chat here, and I'll be in the other chat too. But I'm modding in 2 different places.
No,
It's
sounds-
great.
Sounds good. Tonight's not gonna be a late night for me either. I swear to God. If you people keep
That's
me on
what you
here,
always say, Ben.
you people keep me on here at 3 or 4 in the morning Central Time, I'm going to lose my shit.
All right. But Ghost Eagle is a biker. He does biker news, and he's having a major discussion about paranormal. And I said, well, I told him earlier before he went live, I said, I've got another friend that is as well. And I'll drop his link in your chat too as well. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Which I
looking at his
did do.
channel right now, so I will I'll be checking it out. I got it pulled up on my end too.
Yeah,
So,
I'm subbing up as we
But
speak.
I'll be in chat, loves.
All right, Dragon.
Wendy's
Appreciate you
live
as
stuff.
always.
Bye, Dragon.
Yep. I'll see you guys later. Bye, loves.
Bye,
Bye.
Dragon.
Yeah, I swear if you guys keep me up to 3 or 4 in the morning, I'm going to lose my shit though. I will. I will lose my mind.
Well,
Okay, we've got the heads up warning.
we have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. It's a list full, a long list.
Yeah, James got the notepad list ready
Oh no.
as usual.
Well, let's start with something. Instead, psychology is such a hard thing to talk about. So you can talk about OCDs or paranormal events because both of those can be contributed. Obviously, OCDs are a psychological effect. There's something psychologically.
I am definitely
creates OCDs.
OCD.
Oh, one by one, yeah. Starting Wendy, James, down to Frank, Stephanie, and Amy. OCDs. What is like your number one OCD? Or
I've got too many habits to explain.
Okay.
I've got
All
too
right,
many
yeah.
habits to explain. I mean, one of my popular ones, like I say, is I've got a lot of floor mats on my floor and stuff, and they have got to be, and there's even one underneath me drum kit which you can't quite see. Floor mats, placemats, they've all got to be perfectly fucking square to where I'm laying them, and it annoys me if the dogs come in because I have animals in my house. If they move one of my mats or something like that, I am straight onto that mat like a friggin' fly on shit, and I've got to straighten that mat up again. And it's really bad. I've actually akined it to quite exhausting to do all the time. I don't even have placemats on my table anymore just to try and stop that part of it. Yeah, no, it gets pretty extreme. Even things like the way my toilet paper's got to be, that's got to be a certain way, even though a lot of people have the toilet paper thing, but for me it's like extreme. Normally my kitchen bench is clean, someone leaves a coffee ring on the bench. It's just like, it drives me crazy beyond stupidity. And I mean, it does drive me crazy beyond stupidity. But the mats is the worst one for me, and even when I make my bed, everything's got to be perfect. But the dune has got to be perfect. You can't just put it on. It's got to be crinkle free. Yeah, it's really exhausting, man. It's crazy exhausting.
I can tell.
And I've never been diagnosed it, but I've certainly had it spotted by other people. You know.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Like,
and to be
like I
to
say,
be
especially
fair,
the floor mat thing. I don't even know why I fucking have floor mats.
Yeah, to be fair for like YouTube purposes or anyone watching this video, OCDs, as I say, it's not to be like any made fun of for OCDs, because OCD you don't have to be diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder. OCD is just a habit that you have or a tendency that you have to have something a certain way. That's all that means. It's not it's not like the hand washing, like you're a germaphobe kind of like that. It's not like that or something like that where you.
But that's also an OCD thing as well.
Well, it is, but it's the I'm talking the I don't remember the name off the top of my head. But it's where like you will rub your hands raw, washing them till like almost they bleed because you're so afraid of germs. Like that's the actual diagnosed OCD.
Yeah, people. Well, so there's like skin picking and stuff like that.
Stuff like that. Just the
Yeah.
general arrangement of things, or I like things this way. It can be an OCD if it becomes when it becomes such a habit or a demand or requirement, but it's not necessarily like a bad thing.
Yeah, like once it starts to interfere with your life, that's when it's
Yeah, so we're not trying to go into the detrimental medical full diagnosis of OCDs, but like something like you just said, Wendy, about arrangement, placement of things. That's totally normal.
Well, even all my DVDs, man. Even all my DVDs, like I've actually got them organised into biographies, Australian movies, comedy, blood and gore, R-rated, and
it looks
I'm fine with it. Yeah. But I mean, they're like short of fucking having library cards made for them. It's really almost that extreme, like even all my R-rated movies are on the top shelf for a couple of reasons, because I just want them out of the way of kids, and I just prefer them to be up higher, like R-rated as in blood and gore, not like porn. And the only time on my OCD to me...
I'm surprised you don't have a checkout system for that shit already.
Well, it's funny you say that, because if someone does borrow a video or a DVD, I'll still call them videos because I'm old. I remember years ago from Vistaprint, and Vistaprint's in most countries, did a bunch of like 1,000 El Cheapo business cards done up. And before I let a DVD out, straight away I'll write on the disc with a black marker, I'll write on the cover with a black marker, and I'll put one of my business cards in it. In fact, I can see one with the business card in it right now that I've done previously. Because I can see the business card. And I've also got to have the business card displayed on the edge of the label, so then people actually know that when they've got that in the stack, that, oh, that's right, that's one of Wendy's. Yeah, man, like I got it pretty bad. In fact, look, there's another one. There's another one here I've also lent out to someone, because it also has a business card in it. I've made it so they can see the business card on the edge of the, what do they call it, the spine, because people always got their DVDs like that on the bench. So once they see that, they know it's my fucking video. I can guarantee you my fucking name's written on the fucking disc and everything if I lend it to someone. And that's if they're lucky enough to get it lent to them.
I'm more concerned that you own Ocean's 8 than the OCD part of it.
Yeah, I wasn't overly impressed with that. Then I got like movies where I've freaking bored them again.
Kind of scary. That one's a little alarming to me, actually.
Well, that's just the girls' Ocean's 11.
I think
that's just the one with like Sandra Bullock and...
I wasn't impressed with that one either. Unfortunately, I spent too much money in a fancy theater.
No, I wasn't either. I agree. I just got it because it had some good actors in it.
It was disgusting.
You see movies with certain actors in them, you don't even bother reading about the movie. You just go, oh, it's got those couple of really good actors in it. I'm just going to get it regardless because it'll be a good movie. Nah.
I got suckered into it. I got suckered into it because an ex of mine wanted to see it, so I overpaid for a nice theater. James, I can tell with your fancy hairdo that you are very OCD about something.
Oh, with not having 9 surgeries, or so far.
Yes.
Yeah. My last one was on my left side of my head, so.
Did you
deal with my epilepsy? Finally, after many years.
I was just going to say, was it epilepsy related? Or I should say.
Due to so many surgeries I had. Out of the first day, every time I threw up, back 4-hour drive to Saskatoon to replace my shunt, and that's what eventually triggered about the 5th or 6th surgery.
Jeez.
Wow.
Until I stopped growing, then I didn't have any problems after that.
Did it help with the fits at all, though? Did any of the surgeries slow any of the epileptic fits from being as regular?
Some pills did. But the excuse. My mom always asked wanted to know where the seizures are being triggered, but the doctors always made the excuse, I'm goosed by half a pill, or some other reason kind of thing, not to actually find out where it was being triggered back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then, of course, before my 9th one, I mentioned to the doctor where I live here in town, that when I had seizures, because I had different versions, when I have a seizure and I can still hear everyone, then I snap out of it. 30, 45 seconds later, my right arm and leg are numb for about 15 to 20 minutes, so I can't move them.
Wow.
And that's what got try to find out where my seizures were being triggered finally after so many years.
Wow.
My brother actually said the same thing because he's epileptic as well, but he's got epilepsy because he's got a brain disease called moya, and it's because he's got blood vessels in his brain that are actually slowly shrinking so much that they're disintegrating, and they've been causing epileptic fits. And he's actually said the same thing, that when he's having his fits, he can hear everyone around him. He just can't respond to him because he's too busy friggin' having a fit.
See, I've had a couple of seizures. I'm not epileptic, and I haven't had one in years. But the best the doctors could figure is it was stress, which is crazy that stress can do that to your body. But yeah, I would go like fully unconscious, and like I would come to, and like my family would be surrounded around me, like breathe, like freaking out and stuff.
Yeah. Ready to start pounding the chest or something.
I'm completely out of it when it happens, and then I just wake up so exhausted.
Stress is one of the worst things on the mind, no matter what. Then it adds to the body. I mean, that's just a known fact.
And body. Yeah,
all around everything. I mean, James, though, what is one or two of like your main OCD kind of pet peeves, things you have to have done something a certain way, things like that?
Well, being here in an apartment, I have to make sure it's clean before definitely my mom shows up, because she's a neat freak. It's like if you walk
that's only a fear from your mom.
Yeah, is that you, or being like more of a fear of what she'll say?
Yeah, that's just like
or because of her.
No, it's
what's something you've got to do that you've got to do every day, or
just to make sure, because if you walk, like we used to walk in from outside into the porch, then at times we would walk into the kitchen with our shoes on. Oh, mom automatically didn't like that, but dad, mom. So that's how, if there's a little dirt from the porch walking into the kitchen, that's where we always got in trouble for. We shouldn't be doing that, walking in the kitchen with our shoes on.
Oh, man.
So what's something, though, every day you walk by something, you're like, I don't like that. I have to fix that, or,
Fixing, was always had to stand back on fixing stuff because of with my epilepsy.
Okay. I'll leave it at that. And I'm sure there's something, James.
But I've been good now because the 9th surgery was on April 11th, 2016, and that one pill that I was on, I could have went blind because it was banned and illegal. And so the new doctor that I was seeing, he switched to a new one. And ever since then, I've been good. I've just changed my habits of stuff.
Well, it's good that you've been good. Wow.
Yeah,
it's been a good amount of
one
time.
big thing is the lack of sleep. That would.
I just put something in back chat there, Amy, and for
I
our
see.
other panel folk. Yeah. Just something I caught.
Yeah.
What was that? Well, let's move on quick. Frank, I'm sure there's something James he'll think of something probably as more people talk about stuff too. He'll think of some little nitpicky thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything major. It could be always something really small. Frank / Stephanie.
Yes, sir.
Frank, I'm gonna Frankany. How about we'll call you Frankany? Frankany. Then we're what you probably have some form of OCD. It doesn't have to be anything, again, major. I mean, like this guy, I can't stand seeing this guy.
Right? I don't even know why I'm up on this goddamn panel.
It'll be friggin' Harley, Dad.
Click
Well,
something.
so I
Click.
have an OCD. Not to jump over anybody, but my OCD thing is I have two things. One of them, so at work we get the big packages of water bottles and we put them up on the shelf, but we take them out of the package so it's easier to grab them. And every time I walk by and I see that they're not symmetrical, I have to fix them. I have to stop
Yep.
whatever I'm doing and fix them so they're all even. And if there's one water bottle too much,
Yep.
I'll take it. I'll chug it real quick so I can get rid of it. That's one of them. And my other one is counting. I count like friggin' lug nuts on tires, and I count ceiling tiles, and just anyway. That's my stuff. What's up, Dev?
Wow.
All right.
Now y'all know about my craziness.
Uh,
Nice
No,
to
Hello,
meet you.
Dev95.
Frankeny, that's what we were going with. That's what I was going
Frankeny.
with.
Nice to meet you, Frankeny.
As he came in, and Mia was just like, I don't want to
Yeah,
step on
yes.
anyone, but Frankeny, you're taking a back seat to me right now.
I
Frankeny.
apologize.
Nothing less from a guy named Art.
Or she can be Steffi Paco, or Frankeny.
Paco.
Stephanie, Frank
When you
Paco.
want
I like, what did you call him? Frankeny.
Whatever.
Anyway, sorry, Frankeny.
No,
Oh, damn,
it's
sorry.
quite all right. I'm joining your party. It's cool. Love it. Thank you.
I
No.
jumped on panel. We lost
What's
5
your
viewers.
OC?
Sorry, Ben.
That's because we're all on the panel.
It was funny when whoever said something about skin picking. I was
Yeah.
literally doing that at the moment you said it.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
That's one of my worst things. Really, the cuticle
Yeah.
It's common.
nails. I'll
Did
just
you get a
It's really
sunburn
common.
because of it?
pardon?
Did you get a sunburn? That's why you got the habit of picking?
I don't know
I think it's
where
more of a nervous disorder. I think it's a
I
nervous disorder more than anything.
it as a kid having a thing with my hangnails and cuticles, and
Mhm.
I used to chew my
Oh,
fingernails
yeah.
really bad.
Yeah, so
tried
it's
not-
probably like a sensory thing.
As I'm sitting here listening to her and stroking my beard, I was like, "Oh, there's another fucking OCD thing."
no,
yeah,
that's
it's a sensory thing.
this is more of a sensory and a habitual thing. It's not necessarily an OCD.
Yeah.
Skin picking is different. I do think it is
Oh, yeah.
a little. I don't know if we went into. I mean, when I say I have a psychology degree, it's not like I'm a master's degree level psychology. It's just we've gone
Oh,
through
we
a lot
know.
of disorders. Shut up. We've gone through a lot of disorders. Skin picking one was not one we heavily went into because that's like a deeper dive into quote unquote
Yeah.
abnormal behavior where they fall
Yeah.
into OCDs. And not abnormal behavior isn't a bad thing, but like when you start going into like deep dive of OCDs, and I think it's more of it could be including sensory, but I think like a lot of psychology thing, it'd be like sensory.
Oh, yeah.
It could be maybe it was a sunburn way back when that you don't remember, and then just started continuing to scratch that area or something. There's probably a multitude of potential areas.
I think it
Yeah.
has to do with nervousness, sometimes boredom, sometimes just always having to do something with your hands.
Yeah. That's, that, not to be like that person who's like, oh, neurodiverseness, but like you may have like a little bit of ADHD going on, because like it's not always like hyperactivity. It can be like something like that where you always have to be doing something with your hands, because I'm the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But also could be just ADD too, not necessarily the hyperactivity part.
Uh-oh.
I have a
Now
good
we're in trouble. What's up, Joe?
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
So, but so you have what you're calling the skin itching, skin scratching. So, but outside of that, like, is it severe, and then what are like one of your other ones? Because I mean,
it can be severe. It can go to the point of pain, bleeding.
ooh,
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing when it's on your fingers. The other thing is clutter. I have a thing with clutter. I have a hard time getting rid of objects, things.
Mm.
I place a lot of emphasis on meaning on things that shouldn't matter and
Mm.
don't matter, but I have a hard time letting go of
My
things.
wife's the
That's-
same way. Yep.
Well, depending on the level too, because sometimes keepsakes are important. I mean, like I'm not going to say, oh, I look around here and go, I could get rid of half this crap in this room, and I wouldn't miss it in 5 months. But at this moment in time, I look at it and go, I don't want to. There's a difference between that or looking at something I haven't touched in a box 10 years after I got it and going, oh, I remember this, and wanting to keep it still when I haven't seen it in 10 years.
You
There's
know,
a difference
shit
between
that's been in a box for
keepsakes and
25
hoarding,
years.
right?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Sorry.
So I don't know what
Sorry,
I don't
Mike.
know what
Yeah,
you
stuff
want.
I
I
don't-
don't- you don't need to go into that if you don't want to. That's totally up to you because my mom was a fucking hoarder.
I don't always have stuff that I'm keeping for memorabilia purposes. Sometimes I'm keeping stuff so I can keep the independence. So I was saying to Joe, I think it might have been Joe down the bottom of us when we we're talking on the phone there one day, how I've got shitloads of gardening tools, like right down to pruners. I've got an electric hedger, and I know how to use them all. I just don't use them often enough. I've got heaps.
Well,
I've got heaps
certain
of
stuff like that. Yeah, you don't use all
automotive
that often,
tools. Yeah.
But there's a
Well, I've got heaps of automotive tools too.
There's a difference between
Lots of automotive tools. I've got lots of music gear.
There's a difference between that and say having let's just say for people we know, a hot dog steamer. Forgetting about it and then remembering you find it 10 years
and used it
Used
twice.
it that one time. I'm so
Awesome,
glad
man.
I
Thanks
have
so much.
it. It
What's
was
up,
so
John de Adamo? Welcome in. So no bullshit. My wife has, I think, last count, 4 boxes completely full of work assignments from 3rd grade that she refuses to get rid of.
Yeah.
I could understand a few select things, but 4 fucking boxes. And that's the woman I live with. I'm paying storage on fucking shit that she hasn't seen in 30 years.
That's my point. That's why I said there's a difference between keeping keepstakes or useful stuff that you might use one day or think, okay, in case I need it. There's a difference between that or keeping something that you haven't seen or even remember about for 10, 20 years, paying for a storage unit or filling the entire garage top to ceiling. And then when you see it 20 years later going, I want to keep that still. And it's like, you don't even remember it.
Yeah, it's been in a box. It's not like you're displaying it.
There's a difference.
It was physically painful for her when we
But
moved
you look
up
at
here
it.
to get rid of stuff. It was physically painful. Like she was in tears as I was like,
Yeah.
we don't need this. We're never going to use it. It's not important, But,
We haven't used it. Yeah.
But
I'll
Harley,
say-
you're lucky it's only 4 boxes.
4 boxes of just the 3rd grade. That's not including every fucking thing else.
Just of that. Oh, just of
No,
that.
we have 2 storage units full of my tools and her shit.
Yeah. I was about to say, we
My
had
It's
tools
not
are useful.
shit.
They're practical. No, it is shit. She just doesn't think. Anyway.
It's
Right.
her memorabilia. It's her life memorabilia.
Yeah.
we had
those memories.
we had a full size single car garage, but with like almost you could have fit 2 cars in there, but the garage was just a single door, the garage door. But it was you could have had 2 cars in there, barn style, bottom to ceiling, full of boxes, and she had a storage unit. Later on in life, when she was going downhill and I was moving out of this place she was living with me at when I was moved off, I got out of the military. I was moving on my ex, and she was gonna finally go off. At that point, I was like, I don't give a shit. I literally just started filling up an SUV with boxes and taking them to a dump.
Yeah.
She didn't even know they were gone.
Yep.
And that was after we sold 3/4 of the other stuff that she knew about. And then we still dumped more, and she didn't even know it was gone. That's how much stuff she had collected over like 25 years.
It's so easy to do. You just
It is easy to
accumulate
do.
stuff on a regular basis, and if you don't get rid of this stuff, that's how it happens. It just piles on. And
The fridge is a good example. That's a good example of how you can collect stuff easily, because you can collect like condiments, and then like all of a sudden, 6-7 months later, you're like, when is this good till? This is still up here. Oh, we got like 2 new ones. after that.
Before we sold our house and moved up here, we had a 2-car
My fridge
garage,
is good.
right? That was floor to ceiling. There was a path to the washer and dryer and the freezer. Other than that, if I had to get to anything in the middle, I had to move fucking everything to get to it. It was such a fucking pain in the ass.
And I just want to say something also, you children. When you become a parent, you hoard even more shit that you hang on to of your fucking kids.
Yes. You can't.
You know, like
Oh, I know.
But I have still got stuff of both of my daughters here. I only just recently, like only 2 years ago, just sent them all their school photos, certificates, report cards, sports ribbons, all that shit. Because they're old enough now, and I've just gone, you know what? You're fucking old enough to have this shit now. If you lose it, it's not on me.
But it's
So,
bad when
yeah,
they
you
still
fucking
want
kids.
it, but you still hold on to it.
What
Like
pisses
they-
me
Oh,
off-
well, they dump stuff on the parents.
yeah.
They dump shit on the parents as well while they go travel the countryside.
Well,
Dear
we
Mum,
got-
can you store this for a while? And I've still got shit here.
We have the skin. We have skin itching, skin scratching. How exactly what the terminology you want to use? That's fine. And then we have clutter / keep holding on to stuff, keepsake. I'm not going to use the term hoarding, but collecting stuff. Let's put it that way.
Collecting, yeah.
I'll call it collecting.
So
We'll call
one
it
more
collecting.
thing on that. What pissed me off more than anything is knowing that I had something, but I had to go buy a new one because I can't fucking find it because there's so much shit.
Oh my
And that's how
God,
you
I've
end up
freaking
with
got 2
5
of
the-
some things
That's
now.
how you end up with
I got
5
5
of the
or
same
6 of
thing.
them laying around somewhere, but I got to go buy a new one because I don't know where the fuck they are.
That's
Yeah.
not hoarding.
Amy is.
I had to
busy
do
right
that
now.
while I had me stuff in a storage shed.
Amy is busy dolling herself.
And this is amazing because
Right.
Amy never does this on camera. Ever does this on camera. She obviously feels comfortable on an
Let's
OCD
just mean she's
stream.
bored with us. No, she's just bored with us. So
All right. Well, then we'll skip.
No,
Amy
she's just
for right now.
comfortable because she knows she's with all the other friggin' wild people. Hang on,
That's
that stupid
her
dog.
thing. Maybe that's one of her OCD things is I got to make sure
What's
my
up,
face
Vapion?
is just right. And she doesn't know how pretty she is already.
Aw.
exactly.
Then Amy, give us your 1 or 2 OCDs because then we gotta go down and talk to Joe also, who's been awfully quiet down there on the bottom.
That's hilarious, Vapion. Vapion's comment's hilarious. Sorry.
I don't know. I feel like my stuff is more of like a sensory thing. Cause like, so like, okay, you know, like the seams on socks, like mine has to be just fucking right, or I'm not gonna put my shoe on. Like,
Okay.
I can agree with you
so
on
stuff
that.
like that. Or like if there has to be a fitted sheet on the bed. I do not understand people that do not sleep with a fitted sheet on the bed, not a sheet.
Me either.
Fitted
Me
sheet.
either.
Nah.
That's a
would
New
be
Zealand
bad.
thing. Yeah, that's for New Zealanders.
New Zealand
If
thing.
if that sheet like comes off at the corner, it's got to be fixed. Like I'm not sleeping like that. I'm not an animal. I don't.
As soon as the elastic goes on the fitted sheet, it's either got to be fixed or it's got to be gone. If that elastic's no good on the fitted sheet on the bottom, it becomes a rag. It's
I will
You're no
admit,
longer
before
working.
I met my wife, I never slept with sheets on the bed. I didn't give a fuck about them because I was a bachelor. I was a dude. I didn't care. I had my blanket. That's all I needed: blanket and pillow. Well, blanket and 2 pillows. I have to have 2 pillows.
Look at you, obviously.
if I go to a
Exactly,
prospective
right?
friggin' boy, you know, if I go to a prospective boyfriend's place and his bed's not even made,
Oh, if
that's
I
just
was
that's
bringing
just
if I was bringing someone back, it was perfect. Don't get me wrong. I'm not stupid. I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid.
All right, Amy. So,
But some people just don't care.
we've got sensory for comfort. I can wholly agree with that in definitely in certain ways. What do you have another potential OCD?
Not
Me,
really.
oh,
Not
Amy.
really. No.
Sorry, I didn't
Well,
hear
she's
you were
pretty
saying.
easy. Just sheets, just sheets and socks. She's pretty easy.
Oh, well, hey, but that's a big one though. When you get to sensory like comfort, That's what I marked as
Yep.
sensory comfort. That's a big one because that requires a lot of specifics in all areas and aspects, like clothing, like you said, socks,
Yeah.
bedding,
Yep.
the feel of towels, even. You know, I mean, you
Yep.
have to have certain
I
things, and
hate-
that's a big
I
one.
hate tags, like clothes with tags.
Oh,
Hate it.
yeah.
Oh, I cut heaps of them
buy
off, depending on where they are on your clothes.
Now. Yep, I buy all tagless now. Because, I can't stand
That's
tags.
fair.
You can buy
That's fair.
tagless stuff.
That's why I said sensory
Oh,
is
yeah.
not just because
It'll get to Australia someday.
it's a Jesus. Jesus. Joe, you have been quiet. Over
Yeah,
there.
just say,
Yeah, I'm more of a one-on-one person, as Wendy knows.
Well, you're live on panel talking about OCDs, and so now we have to hear what are your type of OCDs, if you have any, that you can think of.
Are you Ben or Sam?
I'm Ben. That's why I'm first.
Ben.
we've
Ben,
never
I
met Sam. So.
I'm the important one.
We never see Sam.
I am a complete mental case. Just about any mental health issue, I've got an answer for it.
So
But
what's
yeah, as far as OCD, no.
Yeah.
I used to be pretty fussy when my son was living with me, and but yeah, since he's moved and I've moved to a little place, and I've just downsized everything. So I've only got the bare essentials, no clutter, easy to clean, and everything that
Not a hoarder.
meant anything that meant anything to me was stolen. So material things, or they don't mean anything to me anymore, because what did mean anything was stolen.
So it's more of a, for you then,
Yeah,
your
it's bad.
OCD may have been clutter or over, like you prefer simplicity.
Definitely. If I don't use it, I don't have it.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
I wish I could be like that.
Everyone wishes they could be like that, but everyone, for the most part, has so much excess stuff. Usually, I mean, that's why I like to move every at least 2 years, preferably until like I get a house, because you don't even realize in 2 years how much crap you accumulate.
Yeah.
Just random.
Oh, I know.
And you don't even know where you got some of the stuff from. You're literally like, what? I mean, I filled up 3/4 of a dumpster the last time I moved out of a one-bedroom apartment. Like, not this last year, but the like year and a half, 2 years, about 2.5 years ago. After I've been in that apartment 5 years, I cleared out some of that was furniture. I just told them toss it. I'm getting new stuff anyways. But I mean, I was like, just take everything. I don't care. And they just filled
Vapion,
it.
you should come up here and tell us about that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
But I have to agree with you. One,
Yeah.
alignment. So Wendy and it was who else said alignment issues? Alignment straightening things. Was
I do that with the water
James,
bottle.
but that's only when his mum comes over. Oh, Harley,
Oh, okay.
Harley and his boxes at work.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it. Yeah, because that's when I wrote it down. Specifically, I put 2. I agree with that. That's my OCD, is straightening things, and this doesn't look straight right now. And that's the camera, the angle lens of the camera makes everything not look straight. But trust me, I put a level to that shit. If the room is not level, I level it to the room. I don't care what the level says. I level it to the ceiling, so it looks like a straight line.
Yeah.
Well, I do it at the store too. Like if we're shopping and we're looking at like boxes of stuff, I'll sit there and straighten it up.
Oh my
until
God.
we pick out what we
that's
want.
bad.
It's just-
And sensory,
That's bad.
The comfort thing too is like, if my sock is uncomfortable at all, I have to take. I mean, not just uncomfortable, but maybe not so much the sensory. It's definitely the straightening of things. I have to have like a straight, and then I just can't stand excessive clutter. Anything that looks cluttered, and even when I go out in like this room, sometimes on the shelf or out on the couple of the little tables out there, some of the knickknacks, like all the stuff from different parts of the world I've been to and bought, and I'm like, I need more space because this looks too congested and just looks not as organized as I'd like it to be, even though it doesn't. No one else in the world would have a problem with it. For me, I'm like, it's not great. And I just have
It's
to.
a great
ignore it. I have
YouTube
to-
backdrop, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's
And
an
yeah,
awesome
like I'm
background.
glad that with my house, because I'm in a government house and it's like in pretty damn good condition, and you're not allowed to stick nails in the wall.
Well, Wendy,
I've actually got fuck all stuff
Wendy,
on the
Wendy,
walls. Normally, I've got a
Wendy.
oh, shit.
Wendy, you come here and you pay a third
Yep.
of the rent. We'll get a 3-bedroom, and you can have the third
There you
bedroom.
go. There you go.
I'm already in a 3-bedroom. Them 2 rooms are fucking full of shit. One of them's
Well,
full
you
of stuff
can't-
because,
you
well, my
can't-
dad dying and
you
all the
can't bring that.
paperwork.
You can't bring that.
I hate folding clothes, as I mentioned on our Discord earlier on. I can wash them and that. You'll find I've got hardly any dirty washing, but I hate folding clothes. Down in my spare room that nobody sees, my office room, I've got one of those friggin' plastic fucking tubs full of clean, unfolded clothes, just going, fold me, please fold me.
See,
I'm
Wendy,
just like,
I
nope,
would
you can
be
stay
the,
down there. No one can see you.
I would be the perfect roommate for you because I don't mind folding. I hate washing. So, like, if you want to wash it and hang it out and shit, I'll fold it.
There you go.
There you go. That's a partnership.
Even my
right there.
dishes. There's more dishes on my sink that I don't normally like because normally I'll have my dishes washed all the time, but I'm really slack at putting them away. A bit like the clothes, you know. Like I can wash the clothes, I can wash the dishes.
No, see,
Just don't ask me to put the fuckers away.
Dirty dishes,
problem.
if they're not sitting in a sink soaking at least, or in a pan still in the pot, or like on the stove with a lid on it, I will lose my shit. Because that just looks like
Well, one of my
fucking
another
disaster to me.
another
I can't-
OCD thing, and I've got it, and it would be an OCD thing, is all of my dirty dishes I've got on the sink are all rinsed until they're actually nearly clean anyway. I've just got to put them through the final friggin' soap wash and then give them that final rinse to get the dishwasher liquid off. So yeah, definitely the rinsing dishes before they go on the side of the sink is definitely an OCD thing.
So I've got an interesting case here, Ben. It's kind of like a forced OCD thing because I know a lady that when she was much younger was abused. Like if she didn't put the dishes away, she was abused. So now every night before she goes to bed, there could be nothing in the sink. And so it's kind of like, you know,
I was that bad.
Trauma forced her into that OCD kind of thing.
That's definitely a psychological effect. That's called abuse and training, especially as a child, but more abuse and then just the after.
Well, it
effect
wasn't
of
as
it.
a child; it was for a marriage, a first marriage. But
Oh, okay. Well, it's the same. It's the same aspect then, regardless.
Right. Yeah.
And
Probably
you know, like,
ingrained in her now, Harley Dad.
yeah.
It's probably
Say that
just,
again, Joe?
you know, it's probably ingrained in her now. It's like something that she feels she has to do.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's called a taught behavior, almost basically.
Yeah.
Like it's become that way.
Top behavior, I guess, makes better sense than forced OCD. Yeah.
And it's the same though as a kid. Like if a kid was tasked with chores and they didn't do it, and they'd get whipped. Now, not necessarily just because a child has that habit, or like not today's kids necessarily, but older kids especially.
Right.
Doesn't mean like
You will be punished.
It can also be from like, you know, growing up in filth and like refusing to be in that kind of environment as an adult.
That's the big one right there. Is that's the complete opposite, but the same.
I grew up this way. I will
aspect
never live
of
that
it.
way again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like again, like that's why I say like I would get whipped as a kid sometimes I didn't do chores, but then my mom was a hoarder. And so I've had to find a narrow path in between where like I don't like clutter, but I can still ignore some stuff. Like as long as something's soaking in a sink where it's like, okay, they're trying to clean it, or something's covered nicely, I can kind of overlook it on my own end. But I can't. If it's cluttered or just disorganized and dirt, I've got to fix that shit. I will not stand it. So you're kind of that equal path of discipline to living in that condition. And that's where different people can be desensitized to it, or almost like you said, taught extreme of it.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is with this lady, she, you know, this was 30 something years ago, and she's, you know, have 2 broken hips in the last 2 years and on oxygen, but still, she will get up and make sure that sink is fucking done and clean and empty before she goes to bed. She has to.
Yeah. Yep.
But again, it was taught. It was a harsh lesson that was taught when she was younger, and so it's fully ingrained in her at this point.
Yeah.
The Vicks aren't on here because I wanted them to come on so we could laugh at them folding clothes.
I bet they're
Now,
listening.
you made some more lemonade, Wendy? Yeah, I bet they're listening. Probably.
Some people have a very, you know, it has to be folded this way. That's an OCD.
I'm
Believe
that
it or
way
not.
I'm that way with my clothes. Like if you're gonna like, my husband is not allowed to fold my t-shirts because he does it wrong. Like, let me
My
do
wife
it.
refolds everything.
I mean, if he wants to do his that way, it's whatever, you know. But no, me, I fold them the way I was taught to when I worked at Old Navy.
My wife refolds everything I fold, so my clothes are not, you know, it don't matter. Speaking of misses, anyway, sorry.
Oh, also Vapion. You know, some girls have their own like figurines and shit, you know. So you don't have to worry about. Sorry, one of them's holding up my ring light. Let me do the little switcheroo here. There we go. Okay. Got this guy. And, like, this is just on my desk. I have more. So yeah, with some girls you don't have to worry about, you know, the figurines and stuff. The bed is important though.
Fuck, I just realised I'm on silent still after yelling at the dogs.
How long have you been married for, Amy?
This is my second marriage. First one was an abusive nightmare that lasted way too long. But I've been married to my second husband now for almost 4 years. 4 years in January.
Oh, no. Yep.
Yeah.
Do you have any children?
Nah. Mm-mm.
No kids?
Nah, no kids, just cats. Hopefully
just
soon
the
a dog.
husband. That's the only child there. Sorry, couldn't resist.
Yeah, just the husband. That's her child.
That's what my
No,
wife says. She
Dan
has
spoils
3
Amy by
children.
the sound of it.
Some people say that cats are their kids or dog too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I plan on getting a dog soon.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll have some dog content on my YouTube for sure. Puppy content.
I try and get some funny videos of me dogs, but as soon as they see the phone pointing at them for, you know, on the video, they just stop and look at me, and it's like, man, do the stupid shit again.
Well, you saw Midgie. I was filming a 60-second video, and he was like, "Mer, let me come in here."
Mm-hmm. Your cats are friggin' like just absolute camera friggin' lovers, I think.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as you
Yeah.
point the camera to your cats, they're always like,
Yeah.
Look at me. I've
Yeah.
noticed that with your cats.
Oh, my girl Cleo, she loves screens. So like if I'm playing a video game or something, she likes to sit on my armrest on my wheelchair and she'll just watch me play
Yep.
for like hours.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Don't talk.
I'm totally
Don't talk cats. He hurt.
I'm totally gonna stream with her once I have better equipment. I'm gonna stream with her, play some games, and have her chilling with me.
Frankeny.
Oh, welcome back, Frankeny.
I was here the whole time, but
Say hi
I'm
to everyone.
not. I
Oh.
can't
Oh, you got a little. Oh,
all there. See,
I love the patterns
I
on
was
his
here
legs.
all the
I love
time.
those patterns on his legs.
had to get back
Alright, go
on
away.
StreamYard, I guess, to get back in, but I was with you all along.
Oh, okay.
Still figuring this stuff out. I'm too old to figure out this technology.
What, you?
We're never too old to figure it out. We're just not that fast at picking it up.
And then I
You
forgot how I did it, so.
You look like you're my age.
Oh, I'm a grandma.
I'm a grandma too.
Yes. Yes, I have an
I need
8-year-old grandmother.
I need to see your ID, ma'am, because I think you're lying.
I'm a very young grandma. I will put it that way. My daughter turned 35 in August.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm your daughter's age. I'm 35. You look very good. Like you, legit. I thought you were my age.
I had a job interview today. I usually look like a ragged old sea hag, but my hair's kind of fixed from earlier today from my interview.
Yeah, half presentable for the interview.
I did have to dress up for the interview over the phone.
And how do you think you went with the interview? Do you reckon you were successful?
God, I don't know. I've had a few of them, and I get my heart's pounding thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
Of course, I think I did good, but I didn't do good enough. But they won't make a decision till December, so you sit and wait.
Thanks,
So
Deb,
what
if
country are
need
you
me.
in? Frankeny?
Frankeny? I'm in America. I'm in
Oh,
Oregon.
what part?
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Oregon.
503. Don't you see 503, Harley?
Like, do
503.
you know what that is?
I don't know.
It's
What's
a
that
little
mean?
tiny
What's
screen. It's a
503
little
mean?
tiny screen. 503.
Yeah,
though, that
he's
means she's
watching
in
on the
Portland
phone.
area.
Yeah.
Harley's on
So
a phone.
We're super fucking close to each other. Just saying.
Where are you?
Technically,
What's
I live in
503
Vancouver,
mean?
but I work in Portland.
But you're technically from where? Or live where?
I technically live in Vancouver.
Okay, yeah. We're neighbors.
But
503.
exactly, but I work
503.
in Portland.
503 for Wendy. Oh, Harley. Well, that wasn't me. That was Harley's son. 503
I was
for
gonna
Wendy.
say,
503 is a phone area code.
Yeah.
For different cities or
okay.
regions. And Oregon
Yep.
used to only be 503 and 541, and now it's a bunch of different ones.
Yes.
Yeah, all right, gotcha.
Yeah, shit.
But I-
Mine now is 971.
And that can be 971 can be anywhere these days, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, my daughter's
Like
971.
a universal one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I said I still have 541.
I had 541 for 20 years, but then when I had all my leg shit, we ran out of money and had to switch companies. You know how it goes sometimes. So I lost that number. But.
So you were probably neighbors with Ben back in the day.
Well, I'm originally from California, but I was an Army brat. We lived all over the place. I lived in Germany for 6 years and stuff, but we settled in Southern Oregon, and I lived there for fucking almost 20 years, and then we had to move up here because of my job. So
Everyone just says Oregon or Portland. 181st and Hassalo.
So technically, I'm from the better part of Oregon, but I now live up near the worst part of Oregon. Anyway.
You were on 181st in Hassalo?
Yeah, not right at there, but
Oh yeah.
well, yeah. Hassalo was the street. 181st and Hassalo, off Halsey and between Halsey and Gleason.
Yeah, I know
I
exactly.
was just over there today.
I'm sure that area is shit these days.
Unfortunately, it is.
Yeah.
We used to have the tallest redwood in the entire area in our backyard, and then years later, after we'd rented out, my mom sold the house. We drove by it a few years later, and they had cut it down.
Oh.
And I was like, "Are you
Turned
kidding
into
me? You cut
furniture.
down the redwood?" Fucking idiots.
Yeah,
It was probably an illegal cut.
yeah.
I'm just
But
reading
Oregon-
the chat.
Coming up, Vapion, to tell us how you got out of jury duty because of your OCD.
I want to hear that story.
I want to hear the. Me too. Me too.
As long
As long as it's actually a legit story.
As long as he just doesn't
Oh, it's
scream
safe,
like
yeah.
I'm racist, and then they kick him out. I mean, that's the easy way to go.
Oh, really? If they're trying a black person, you just go, I hate black people, mate. Friggin' like, throw away the friggin' bastard. They just go, no.
He's actually got OCD in one colored dude. No.
I have never been called for jury duty, but I'm assuming that they do the jury when
Bad
they
joke,
talk
sorry.
to jury. I'm assuming when they do the jury pool beforehand and they talk to everyone, it's before they even know what the case is about, and then they just go from there. They don't even know what the case is about or who is who.
Oh no,
in the
they know.
case. Do they? Okay,
They know.
I wasn't sure.
Yep. I've been called twice. Yeah,
I've never.
I've never
called.
been on a jury, but I've been called twice. I got out of it.
I've been called once, but I got out of it because I had to work.
Yeah, I got out of it because of work, not because I had to work, just because of the work I do. So
it was
Yeah,
funny.
same.
I've never.
I
been
find it's
called,
pretty
but one of
easy to
my-
get out of jury duty, be a criminal, and you'll never get called.
Uh-oh. Here,
That
we
must
might
be
get
good.
a,
well, you'll get called. You'll just be on the other end of the jury.
Oh.
So
Here you
Yeah.
It's not really that fancy a story. I got the letter that was like, you have jury duty, and I went to my doctor, and he was like, I got you, and he's like, sent a letter that's like, well, my real name is James. He's like, James is OCD and germophobic. If you put him in a courtroom, he's not going to be able to focus on the case. And they've never sent me a letter ever again.
That's a good one.
well, that I mean,
well,
you know,
that's what happens
awesome.
when you're James, I guess.
that is that is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
legitimate, but that is a legitimate reason. Like if you are literally like a, so to say, a germaphobe, or you can't stand that type of close
Right,
contact for 8-10 hours a day, potentially for like
Oh,
depending on what case
yeah.
it is. Yeah, that's a no go.
Clockwork.
Fucking Dev said he's been called 95 times. Or 95, sorry. Dev 95, 10 times.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was like, good God.
My dyslexia is kicking in, so I got numbers mixed up.
I was like,
I was going to say, at 95 times, you're just
Yeah,
a
'cause I-
juror for like a job.
Yeah, right? At that point, you're part of the court. They should be paying you.
Yeah, because it's a community service or some crap in it. You don't get paid.
Well, you get paid, but it's like
Yeah.
$10 a day or some shit.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
does
The
I had-
cool
And
thing,
lunch.
I got
yeah,
called
you get free
once.
lunch. And, yeah.
I got called once and I sat around all day just to not be picked. That was awesome.
Yeah.
and depending on your company too, if you you can
I
take
was-
day off and you can say exempt because of jury duty, and they'll still pay you.
I was
going to
say that's what my
day off
company will
because
do.
it's a
Yep.
legal obligation.
Yep.
Depending on your
It's a
company, of
civil,
course,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's what my company does. If you do get picked and you have to go on jury, they will pay you your full wage the entire time you're there because it's a civil duty. And yeah, but I don't think anybody from my
Yeah,
company's
and
ever
community
actually gotten on a
service or
jury
some
because
crap.
of what we do. So
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. Like your line of work, you'd be able to get out of it really easy.
yep.
essential employees do or can.
Well, I am one of those too. So, but I'm,
In case anyone's wondering, Harley's a bomb deactivator. No, no, just
Yeah,
kidding.
I'm a corrections officer, so that's kind of
Oh, yeah. You have to be there.
He's already
no,
doing community service. Yeah.
No. According
Well,
to
I just
Washington,
transported this dude last week, so I don't think I could be here.
according to Washington, Oregon, and California these days, that you don't need prisons, so you don't need
Yeah,
correctional
right.
officers.
What?
Pretty fucking much.
Does that go
That's
in the same
theory.
category of
That's a
Australia
whole
not
debate. That's a
existing?
whole debate for another.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
another
true.
day.
But a friend
say,
of
'cause-
mine got taken to jail because he had a warrant for his arrest due to owing child support on his child that's over 21 years old.
Oh,
He
shit.
got pulled over, had a warrant, so they took him to jail for that.
I think it's been lingering.
So-
Wow.
So
Right.
so real
Well,
quick,
We don't put in jail the ones that really are out there breaking the laws.
Right.
We'll
Yeah.
do it for
Yep.
somebody who owes
Well-
back child support.
It's a revolving door, the people that steal shit and all that shit, they'll get booked in, and the next day they're out. Yep.
I just wanted to say to Frankeny that I really dig the Scarface poster.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
What is it?
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah. We got it years and years and years ago. It's actually really kind of scary to have that hanging over your bed. 'Cause I'm sorry, I'm in bed.
Yeah, I don't
but
think I would put it over my bed.
I'm in a king-size bed, and it's almost
I'm just-
as big as the bed. But it's so
I'm just
cool.
imagining scenarios where I'd be staring straight at that thing. Well, anyway.
I don't have that problem.
Well,
But Harley, it might work for you. I don't know.
no,
I mean, he was a good-looking dude.
Oh yeah.
I
He
guarantee
still
though,
is.
every time that we went to do that, I'd be like, "Say hello to my little friend." Anyway,
At least
Yeah,
it's
those
not
are
in
my
front of the
different
bed.
Oh,
God.
Harley, don't call it little.
This stream just got demonetized already. I didn't need to do the trial of the. This is what happens if
Yeah.
Harley comes in here.
this is what I don't know why anybody lets me up on a panel. I swear.
Sergeant
What's
Tom.
up, Sarge?
Good to
Welcome
see
in,
you.
Sarge.
Sergeant Tom, Jim Tom.
But yeah, Dev, for real.
Hey, Sarge.
Yeah, see, I can't do what Harley does now, or certain things like that in a similar fashion, because of certain mid-level misdemeanor, which has no effect on anything else or government jobs, just not state jobs, which is really stupid. Government jobs, like, that's cool, we don't care. Here's a gun,
Say,
go for
well,
it.
remember,
But states, like,
I'm federal. Remember, I'm federal, so
Stop it.
Well, okay.
you could do what I do.
I need you get with me after this, because I need to look up the federal, because I mean I'm in Texas, there's gonna be federal stuff here. It's the feds that say that's fine, they don't give a shit about the Secret Service, like, we don't care.
Yeah.
State police, sheriffs,
No more.
local police, they were like, you can't do this. And I get that for driving, but even corrections, local, we're like, nope, can't do that.
So I have a
The feds
Texas
don't care.
story, right? Because I've been to Texas for work. So, and up here, I carry a Glock 17, which we have 3 mags with 17 rounds each, right?
Mhm.
I went to Texas for work, and those motherfuckers are still carrying fucking revolvers with a fucking with a speed loader.
Depends
So
on
they
where
have
you went.
12
Depends on where you
rounds.
went. Depends on where you went.
Oh, I was Del Rio, Parasol, fucking Eagle Pass. I was right
Oh,
there.
you
at
were
the
in the,
border.
you're in the middle of fuck nowhere, people. Those
Yeah.
are
So,
those towns. Yeah, Eagle
what's-
Pass and shit. Come on, man.
What's a speed loader where they can take the barrel of the revolver off and just pop on another already
Well,
loaded
yeah,
one on?
It's got the 6 rounds, and
Yeah.
you just pop
Just
it
do-
in real quick. If
Yeah,
that
you can
makes
take
sense.
that whole freaking cylinder off and put on
Yeah.
another preloaded cylinder.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every-
But that's it. They have
Fucking
12
hell.
rounds. That was it.
Everyone here carries at least Glock
Oh.
9, Glock 9 or Glock
Well,
40.
yeah, you got the cartel coming over with the AK-47s, and you got a fucking 12 rounds for your fucking revolver. Like, yeah.
For law enforcement. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
get with
fucking
you.
ridiculous.
I'll get with you privately or afterwards about the feds though, because I mean that's it. The feds don't give a shit, but the state and local levels, they're like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense.
No.
How can the federal just be like, yeah, we don't care about that? The state's like, no, you got like a 4 or 5 year ban. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
what?
Yeah.
Not from owning a firearm. I have my firearm's still right there, my 9mm.
Well, yeah, because misdemeanors are not felonies, so.
Yeah, and it wasn't anything violent or
Yeah.
like that or gun related anything. So I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Ben, you should get veteran preference. Why don't you use that to your advantage?
I do, but it's you're banned with that by a lot of state laws.
Really?
Yeah, but federal they don't care.
Yeah, that's what I mean with the federal.
Well, no, the federal's fine. I would be right now, but unfortunately, the place I was waiting on, they were waiting on my final court paperwork. It's just a B misdemeanor, first
All right.
offense, nothing big, all done with, $500 fine. So the low level fine, even in the sense of like crime, like most states say, as long as it's not 500 or more than 500, they don't even care.
Right.
But the local ones care. The federal one, they just had filled the spot while I was waiting for a month for that paperwork. They filled it. And I'm like, oh, fuck
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. So it'll open back up and I'll get it. But I was gonna look for corrections too. And
But
there's
yeah,
just
I bet my company would hire you 100%, especially where you live. So like we'll get together in private.
let's say, yeah, with the
form
former military, that's it. That's a
'Cause-
shoe-in immediately for most of these types of jobs. Security,
Yeah.
corrections. They're like,
Well,
we
'cause
want you
technically, I'm a
first.
contractor. My
yeah.
company's contracted to the government.
The armed guard job was a DHS contracted. security, armed security for federal buildings. No problems. They filled the spot for like up to 6 to 9 months. That was when they figured the next opening.
What was it? FPS or was it? Oh, well, you said it was contracted, so yeah, it wasn't FPS. So yeah.
No, it was another security company, but through DHS for all federal buildings. Yeah. So you get all the federal holidays off. Any day the building's closed off 8 to 5.
I know.
They put you near
anything that resembles a holiday I have off, and I work Monday through Friday.
They put you nearest. They put you in the building nearest to your house if available. They make it as easy as possible. I was like, that's sweet. But
Butcher's picnic, we have a holiday.
It's a sweet gig, and I'm coming up on 12 years that I've been doing it.
Shit. I mean, I would have been working for TSA, but about a month after applying for TSA, got through all the medical and everything like that and all the testing. Then I decided to get the DUI. And they were like, we don't need to talk to you right now.
I was like, said that, then I decided to get the DUI.
Yeah, I was like, right in the middle of the background check. Son of a bitch. The only thing on the record.
Yeah, my buddy screwed up a job with the Oregon State Police that way. He was in the proceedings and was well on his way, and he got a fucking DUI. And then they were like, nope, sorry.
Yep, it happens right in the middle of it. The only thing on the record is screws you out of so many different things. It's like, damn it.
Yeah.
DUI.
What did you learn from that, Ben? Don't drink and drive.
Oh, yes, to our viewers, please don't drink and drive. What did I personally learn from it?
Well, you're not promoting drink driving. That's right. We're not promoting drink driving.
Or stone driving or any under the influence of anything. Do not do that.
Especially if
drug driving.
Especially if you're underage, because any alcohol in your system underage, you're screwed.
I just don't drive full stop.
Yeah, that's how Amy avoids it. She just doesn't drive. So, well, you drive your wheelchair.
That's a good way to do it.
If you had your wheelchair on the street and you were drunk, you could get a DUI. Well, in America, you can. I don't know about
Australia. Yeah, you can in Australia as well.
For a manual?
Yeah.
Yep.
For a manual, yeah.
If you're on the road. Well, maybe on the sidewalk, I don't know. But
so that you can do that with a bicycle?
Yep, you can get it. Yep,
there was a fella out in Scrubby 20 years ago.
Yep.
That's ableist as
Yeah,
fuck,
I know.
Like,
well, I don't know the fella.
Leg, bro. Like, what?
It doesn't matter. It's happened before. It's happened in Australia before.
Faster than you can walk, you can get an under the influence ticket if you operate it. Riding lawnmowers, fucking bikes, anything.
No, Dev. No, they are not. No. It may be legal in states, but those employees are not allowed to.
If they get drug tested, they're done.
That's the thing people don't understand.
Yeah, there was a fella in Australia here, probably about maybe 15 odd year ago. He got done for drink driving on a horse because he was in control of that horse.
Again, it's right.
Yeah, man, out here in the country.
Yep.
Yeah. It was classed as a mode of transport, and he was in control of that mode of transport, was the way they kind of worded it.
Wendy, wasn't there another one where a guy was on a lawnmower with the esky as a seat, and he was drunk, and he had the esky was full of the esky was beer and stuff. He was on the footpath.
An esky is a cooler, by the way, guys.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck is an esky? I was thinking Eskimo. He's riding an Eskimo? What the fuck?
I thought it broke up. I was like, what the hell?
Thank God we got Amy here to translate for you friggin' silly people on the other side of the world.
Like it's cooler, you
the esky, mate. Chuck her in the esky.
Why would you call? Oh, I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, what's an esky? Yeah,
scooter.
I don't remember the esky, the motorised esky one, but I know there's been a fella that's been done on a wheelchair, and no, he couldn't walk. It was just a mode of transport that he was in control of. And there's been a fella done on like a rider mower.
If somebody's pushing you, you're fine. As long as they're not drunk.
They're drunk.
Bet.
Yeah,
okay.
If they're drunk, I think they would get it.
Sweet. So I can get drunk and just have Dan push me, and I'm good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
As long as he's not drunk.
Yeah. Now
yeah.
He could be drunk.
Yeah. Why is that on the table?
There is extreme differences though too. You can get, like you said, even on especially any motorized vehicle, like a motorized little scooter or something. You can definitely get a DUI on a bike and a wheelchair. The worst they might do is like a ticket for public intoxication. If you're nice
Yeah.
to the officer and you're pleasant,
If you're
they're probably
nice,
just going to
yep.
give you a warning or a ticket. If you want to be
Officer
a dick,
discretion. Officer
if you're
discretion.
if
As
you're
long
gonna
as
be
you're not a dick. Yep.
that's when they'll take you to jail.
Yep.
If you're nice and
100
polite,
Oh, there we go.
just it's like
July
whatever.
this year up North Queensland. There's a fella that got done July this year on a rider mower.
Watch like YouTube nightmarish DUI arrest and watch people fight and argue and everything, and then why I never have to worry about it is I won't be on any of those because mine was pulled over. Have you had anything to drink? Yeah, I had a little bit earlier. It's been a little bit, but I probably had more. I should have. Okay, do you want to do a body test? Okay, cool. Then I sat and talked to the officer in the car because it was like 0 degrees outside, and they're like, "So here's your rights. Do you want to breathalyze?" Well, if I don't, what happens? They're like, "Well, this is North Dakota law." When I was living there, they're like, "I'm like, well, okay, that's worse than just doing the breathalyze." He's like, "Okay, well, we're gonna put you under arrest." And I was like, "All right." Then we joked for like 30 minutes. Went to the jail. I bonded out within 25 minutes, and was just let to go home on Uber. And then picked up my car the next day. They didn't even tow it. They went and parked it for me in the parking lot. They're like,
Yeah, I mean, they're just trying to do their job.
Just
They're just trying to do their job.
Yeah. I wasn't pissed at them. I'm like, damn, this sucks. But it's like,
Could have been a lot worse.
But you nailed it, Amy. If everybody had that attitude, even my life would be so much fucking easier. We're just doing
I
our
know
job.
it. I know it.
That's
Dude,
all we're
one of
doing. We're not.
dude, one of
we
my-
have nothing against you. You know. Yeah.
One of my oldest friends is now a CEO, oddly enough. She's a chick. She's in Tennessee. So yeah, no, I know.
well, I mean, and that's why one of the things is when everyone berates the police, like, do you know your job?
That just
why
mirrors
are you
Ben
doing
Lowe to
this? Why are you
everybody
doing
else.
this? It's like this. The police don't make the laws. The police are just there to enforce the laws. They're not the ones making the laws. You know, I mean, that's something people think the police are the ones making the laws. Like, no. That comes way above.
And that's just like the people that were yelling at the cashiers, or when they were like, "Hey, you have to have your mask on." They're not making that rule. That's coming from up top. They're just there.
Yeah.
They have to enforce it. But people were going off on a cashier, and she's like, people are like, "I'm just telling you what my company policy says. I don't make the rules."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told people I always thought it was stupid. I went to stores, I put my mask on. I did it mostly for the fear of other people, not because I was worried about
they would
it.
tell me exactly.
Just to not bother people. Get in, do my shit, be done. I went to work every day the whole time.
Yeah.
You know,
and I had to wear a mask at work. I did it because it was required. I didn't get the vaccine, even though it was required, because I got exempted out. But anyway, that's a different topic. So. Yeah, pussy. Why don't you turn your mic up, pussy? I can barely hear you. You are pretty low to me, Ben. I don't know if you're low to anybody else, but you're pretty low to me.
Is it very low?
He's pretty low. No, he's just low. He's just low.
He has
He's
that
just
voice
slow?
that
Wait,
doesn't
you just
carry.
say he's just slow?
No.
Low.
Lower.
I don't want to take that I don't want to take that negativity tonight. My mic is I have my mic turned down a little lower because I'm adjusting multiple levels, and I have air filters in here for smoking, and sometimes when it's up a little higher, it picks up the static kind of feedback of the
the motor noise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Joe's
Right now it
dancing
seems
around.
okay.
Joe's doing the two.
So he's vaping and he's flicking in and out.
I think it was Joe, and then moving. I don't know.
She dropped down. I brought her back in. She immediately dropped down, and I brought her back in. So I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I lost everyone for a second.
Yeah, mine did that a little bit earlier.
Maybe you got storms down there, Joe?
No,
What's
no. No, it's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been outside at all. Can you hear my parrot in the background?
No, I don't hear it.
Yes. Yeah, no,
I'm in the bedroom.
I heard
He's
Casper.
calling out to me. Yeah.
No, all sounds good.
He gets
All sounds
jealous.
good.
Yeah, he gets jealous of.
Yeah, he'll keep calling out until it's
I
dark.
heard him then. I heard him.
Yeah. He can be pretty
Yeah,
loud.
mine are going to keep barking until I feed him.
I put something in the private chat for you.
For who?
Frankeny. I put something.
Oh,
I put
Frankeny.
something in the chat.
Frankeny. Yeah, I saw Frankeny.
Sorry.
Yeah.
If I click out of it, I might not know.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just wanted you to know it's there. So like,
No, that'll stay there. That'll stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll stay there. It won't be like the normal chat where it's getting conversations washed out.
Yeah. So yeah,
Hang on, I've
whenever
got
you're
some of
ready
these
to go,
fucking
you can
dogs.
click on it.
You
where
know
will
what?
it take
The way
me?
I'm dressed is because I'm like Leo. I'm the white lighter of the group.
Oh, okay. Let me see you orb.
I can't do that. I'm doing.
I am ashamed that I know that.
I'm on my assignment
I
right
don't know
now.
what
So
this is, Amy, but I'm gonna click.
Hey, at least James changes his clothes unlike me and Harley. Harley's always just wearing a hoodie, a hat, and I'm wearing duck shit. I mean,
I wash my hoodie regularly.
I washed all my duck shirts too. I mean, goddamn, but I'm just saying, so is the duck shirt.
Well, before it started getting cold, because I always wear sleeveless shirts. I can't stand sleeves, even though I have to wear them at fucking work. But I always wear sleeveless shirts, and lots of people fucking. He's always wearing the same shirt. No, I'm fucking not. I've got like 20 of these fucking shirts.
That was the reason I didn't go to state police immediately following the military, is because like you're gonna have to wear a long sleeve. I'm like, in Texas heat, you can go fuck yourself. You can go fuck yourself. If I'm indoors, one thing, but if I'm outside, hell no. It's hot.
I tell you, the safest I've ever felt was when I was in Texas, because when I got sent there for work, we were in Del Rio, which is right there on the border. My hotel consisted of 5 employees from my company, and the rest were all Texas State Troopers.
Oh.
Every single parking spot was nothing but police
I would
cars.
feel pretty safe too.
It was
Not
fucking
surprised.
awesome.
Yeah.
Not surprised. When you name
I
those
got to meet
cities,
a lot of them. They were cool.
When you said Eagle Pass too, I'm like, yeah, that the company I does, they are hiring out of Eagle Pass also. So a lot of those people are also just federal contracted armed security people. It's like, and a lot of them are former military. That's usually why you end up in Eagle Pass.
They know how to use their guns. It's good company.
I know how to use. Anyway, different gun. So,
him and his little friend.
La 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 la.
Good call
Say
back.
hello
Good
to
call
my
back.
little friend.
He started it.
That was a good callback.
Hey, just on a silly note
Who
today,
just snorted?
I discovered.
Who just snorted?
That was Stephanie.
Who done the snort laugh?
That was
Oh, Frankeny.
That was
Frankeny.
Frankeny just snorted.
Yeah. It's a cross between Frank and Stephanie.
It was Frank.
Shit.
It wasn't Stephanie. It was
that was Frank. The alter ego. It was the alter ego, Frank.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
So I made myself some salad today, and I didn't realise I had a whole tomato drop out of my fridge. And I don't know where the fucking tomato even landed, the whole friggin' tomato, red tomato. Didn't even know where the tomato landed, because I had myself some homemade potato salad and coleslaw, and I cooked it up myself half a chook because
Are you
the
vegan?
dog found it. Look at it. That was a whole tomato.
Oh, yeah.
And when I turned around, the fucking dog had eaten. I only had one whole tomato left, and there's no way I'm using that now.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it, man. I gone to put my plate up on the sink and, rinse it, do my OCD plate rinse. And I'm thinking, what the fuck's that on the friggin' floor? And tomato, and I'm thinking, rightio, who's guilty? So I just looked for the little dog that's got all the wet whiskers around her face. God.
So which
I thought,
one was it, Wendy?
I didn't even know dogs ate tomato. Oh, the old
Who did it?
Maltese.
Which one?
None of the dogs I've ever
Missy, the little old Maltese.
No, the Maltese, yeah.
No, the old Maltese rescue dog.
Aw.
Well, I've never had a dog that ate tomatoes. So then I'm straight on Google, can dogs eat tomato? And they're like, yeah, they can eat red ones, just don't let them eat green ones. I'm like, yeah, you're going to live, you bitch.
None of the dogs I've ever had
I don't know
have
what
ever eaten a tomato. And my cat, luckily the cat,
No.
it doesn't even touch human food, period. Like it eats all seafood, salmon, like soft food mix and stuff like that. We tried giving it a couple pieces, just small, tiny little flakes of like fresh salmon after we cooked it and put it in front of him. And he was like, the fuck is this? We're like, you eat that? What the hell? That's fresh salmon, you shit. You know,
And it's even on your cat food plate now, so we can't even put it back on ours.
So we have 3 dogs
Oh,
now. But
yeah.
at the time, we only had the one dog, and so he's our oldest dog. And Mary, my wife, was doing something with carrots, and she dropped a little mini carrot, and he snatched it up and took off. And we're like, okay, whatever, he's gonna eat it. Oh no, that motherfucker shredded that carrot all over the fucking living room. Like there was just little tiny, and it was carpeted living room. It was such a pain in the ass to get that shit to cleaned up. Because we were just like, oh, he's gonna eat it. He wanted it. No, he's a little dickhead. And now he has no teeth, literally 0 teeth. So he couldn't even he can't jump the carrots. We do drop them.
Yeah,
you little meathead.
Wait, this is weird. Ben's cuddling with pussy. I'm confused.
You little shit.
Sorry, bad joke. Sorry.
No, it's a pretty cat.
He's got weird stripes though.
No,
those are cool.
it's
Full screen
stripes
yourself.
and then polka dots on the belly.
Yeah,
Full screen yourself, because that's a cool looking
He's
cat.
very pretty.
Before he
Sorry, I'm not
claws
telling you what to do.
before he claws.
Oh, yeah, I love the markings on that cat. I love the markings on his legs and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's got some great markings.
He's got.
He's very unhappy right now. Those are interesting pattern.
It's
Yeah, I
cute.
know. That's what I thought.
what's his
No,
name?
not the microphone, you little
Attack
shit.
the microphone.
No.
Of all the things to attack. He's
Oh,
already low
yeah.
enough, kitty.
He didn't have enough.
Little-
Actually.
Low, low, low,
saw the
low.
cat. Yeah, I think Wendy's dog saw the cat.
Yeah.
Freaking dogs. I don't know. But I know Missy won't be getting a freaking good feed today because she's already eaten over half a fucking tomato.
You're right. Gonna be pooping red tomorrow.
Ooh.
Well, I'm just worried if she's going to wind up having the trots later on. So the trots, just in case it's not the same
next
thing
year, you're
as
gonna have a tomato
the
plant
runs.
growing in the front yard.
Hey, at least Wendy will know why, unlike you tomorrow, Harley.
Wait, what? Well, yeah, I know. Yeah, when I poop red, yeah, I get concerned. It worries me a lot.
It should.
Speaking of having freaking wild poops, my Reaper seeds, I think, are in the mail waiting for me to pick up.
What
And
are
actually, I
they,
had a
Wendy?
thought about my Reaper seeds. Oh, like Caroline Reaper chilies.
Carolina Reaper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Halloween this year, one of the American channel folks that we all support each other and stuff. We actually had a stream crawl, a Y2 stream crawl on Halloween, and we started out at I think we started chili eating. Oh, or was it no? Or did we start at? Yeah, started pumpkin carving.
Machinists with a pumpkin
Fuck
carving,
me, Joe. These Americans, man, they know how to carve pumpkins because they grew up on this shit. You should see the pumpkins they carve.
They did really
And
good.
it's like, oh, yeah, you know, holy freaking hell. I wish I had a screenshot the bloody finished products and that just to show you. These fucking pumpkins, they were all just amazing. Amazing.
Yeah,
I
'cause
mean, for me, it'd just be like a
Halloween's
triangle eye, some jagged teeth, and that'd be it.
Well, see, and to be
Halloween's
fair,
really not a
that's what
thing,
I
is
do.
it?
That's what I do. I just
Right.
basic fucking. That's what I do. But that's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
there are people that do
I'm a basic
fucking
white boy.
elaborate shit.
Oh yeah, they knocked the hell out of it on that stream. Like fucking TF, which actually talk about the Reapers, but TF did.
But they done this shit in like less than an hour, Joe.
Yep.
It was less than an hour, yeah. So what was it? The pumpkin carving started first, and then when that finished, we went to another person's stream straight away.
Pepper's next.
That was
And then it was
went
like
pumpkin carving to TF, went machinist to TF.
Where they did chili eating
which was
or pepper eating, as they
yeah.
call it over there. Yeah, we call them chilies.
Well, we have chilies and peppers.
Yeah, well,
there is a difference here.
I know there is a difference. But you know, we just call them chilies. I've got bell peppers and that sort of stuff in my yard, in my garden. I've also got chilies, but I still just call them all chilies.
Good night, Sarge.
Like capsicums are part of the pepper family.
Have a good night, brother.
Night,
As always,
Sarge.
good to see you, Sarge.
Night, Sarge.
I did want to mention to James, you need to slow down on them drinks, bro. You're going to be fucking stumbling to bed, man.
No.
Oh, is he in the fancy glass? Has he got the fancy glass out?
No, it's on the counter.
I've just been watching him just take drinks occasionally, so I just had to say something to fuck with him. You know me.
Well, I'm reminding
Oh no, I love it when he's doing his Pepsi out of his when he's drinking out of the brandy glass
Right? Yep.
because
Harley,
it looks
Dad,
like it's
and
like red
Amy,
wine or something.
I've got a friend that's got a stream. Her name, the name of her stream is Shannon is my name, and she's also an amputee. She lost her leg 4 years ago. Yeah, she had diabetes, she's got diabetes, and yeah, so 4 years.
Shit, I'm gonna
So
go
there's a few of you.
check her out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shannon
definitely
is
trying
her
to.
name. Yeah. No, Shannon is
I'm
my
telling you,
name. Sorry.
Yeah.
The
2.1
hokey pokey shop, it's sounding better and better all the time.
Harley, if you find it, can you link it in the private chat, please?
She's awesome. I love you.
Not really,
I
because I
love her.
found it on a different device. Literally, if you type in Shannon as my name, it immediately pops up.
I've added her. I'll find it. I'm a moderator.
She does. Hold on. She does live. Wait, I think it might. Does she have like sunglasses and long blonde hair and a
Yep.
hat backwards?
Yep.
Okay.
That's her.
So it is her. So she doesn't have any videos. But
Oh,
she
well, you
does
can put the
live.
link up then.
So she has live videos. But no,
Yeah,
I can't
she's
because I'm on a second
No,
device.
she's been
yeah.
a streamer for years. She
And I'm
takes
not a
she
yeah, sorry. Go
yeah, she's really awesome, Harley.
ahead. Oh yeah, well check her out.
Did you whack it up?
She does
Too many
lives, and
buttons
that's
for me
my
to press.
jam. So I subbed her up,
And
check her
I
out.
haven't been up on a panel, but I did have a look at one of her streams the other day, and pretty well the same kind of atmosphere that we all have going.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Sometimes it does get she gets trolled a lot because she's very confident, she's very smart, she's very pretty. So she gets a lot of trolls, so she defends herself and she does go on a bit of a rant sometimes, but she's entitled to it because
That sounds like my type of people.
But she really is a beautiful lady.
I was gonna say Clockwork.
Cool.
I think Ben's away, but there's Clockwork and Ben. What's up, Clockwork? How you doing, bro?
Ah,
thanks.
you OCD person.
I was getting ready to blow my nose. Hang on, I got to mute. You don't want to hear this.
Wait, you're getting ready to put blow in your nose? Wait a minute, is that what I heard?
Oh.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Wendy got it.
So clockwork. Have you got OCD, and what are those OCD habits that you must do if you see it out of place or wrong?
So. Oh fuck! I have all OCD. What are you talking about? Yeah, I sleep with my boots
OCD,
on.
not PTSD.
Well, that too.
You what?
I sleep with my boots on.
Yeah,
I
those are
do.
different things.
Damn, you sleep with your boots on? I sleep with one
Is that
leg
because
on?
you've only fallen asleep where you?
Is that your army boots?
Yeah.
He is prior military.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. So you never know when you're going to get the phone call, and that kind of half ready by then.
He sleeps
Oh yeah, when
butt-ass
the
naked,
siren
but he
goes,
has his boots on.
you don't fucking go whether you have your boots on or not. So I sleep with my boots on.
Right, but you sleep butt naked with your boots on.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
you
well,
have on is your boots.
Well,
That's
that
the
too.
weird thing.
That's actually,
Hey,
that is
talk
called a
about it.
fetish. That's called a fetish, I think.
No,
Oh,
we'll
it's a
talk
great
about that.
visual. I enjoyed it.
I'm just saying.
Good point. That's not OCD, it's fetish. That's a good point.
It's borderline.
I guess it could be both depending on the person. Anyway.
Yeah, there's something obsessive, compulsive about that. Always having to be
Especially
ready
if you don't
to
have
go.
any other clothes on, except your undies or something.
Well,
Why
hey,
is
if I
this
got
friggin'
my
internet
boots on,
fucking
I
up?
run out naked. It's not a big deal.
How do you put your clothes on over your boots?
And there's
They normally got wide pants when they put on fire pants.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. That
Well,
makes
mostly
sense.
I
Your
just
clothes
have
are
my
like-
BDU pants on, and yeah, they can pretty much slide over anything. Now your dress uniform,
she
that's a different story. Yes, but BDUs.
Yeah. So how'd you find us today, Devs95? I'm not sure if I've seen you before.
It's through me. I post my community page. I know Dev.
Oh, can you give me that
Yeah,
link?
I think I do too.
Nope.
Dev's good people.
I think he's gone, but nice heart and talk.
Well, since Harley Dad has his beautiful visage and stroking his beard the way he does, because I started that. Turn my camera on.
Yeah, then you shaved your beard, but thankfully you're growing it back.
No, yeah. See, I'm working
There
on
it
it.
is.
You're getting
There
there.
it is.
It ain't gonna be all the way down to the middle of my chest. I ain't gonna let that shit happen yet. But right here's pretty good. Yeah.
It's distinguished.
Well, you're just putting on your winter coat because you shaved it because it got hot. So now you're building your winter coat back up. It makes sense.
Not fair enough. Bad.
Uh-huh. Isn't it already winter? Shouldn't it be already built up?
It's getting there.
It's fall. It's technically fall right now. So
it is like
say what we call autumn.
Autumn, fall, same fucking thing. Jesus.
Well, apparently it's not. Otherwise, you'd fucking call it autumn, wouldn't you?
No, it's technically autumn, but we call it fall because the leaves all fall.
Damn, we don't need
It's a colloquial. Fucking.
The
I didn't know this was
Hey, Mrs. Vic.
autumn or fall.
Mrs. T's in the house.
Oh shit! All right, guys.
Well,
thanks for
that's like
having
the esky and the cooler.
It's safe. It's safe.
Esky is also the same.
It's safe, Mrs. T. It's safe, Mrs. T. It's safe.
Which we left, but yeah.
Fuck you, Ben.
Don't listen.
You pulled a Harley Dad tactic.
Mrs. Vic, we're talking OCD. Come up and tell us your OCD problem that you must do.
I don't know. Franken stuff was just showing. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, I like the brickwork on the back of your kitchen wall there. I love them.
Yeah, that's all I'm looking at.
I
I'm like,
do
I
have
like
to
the
have
kitchen.
my-
I like
Joe's
the
got
kitchen
one.
design right now.
That's a new
I have to have
remodel.
my hand on my face when I'm asleep. Like my hand has to be touching my face.
Come say
Wow,
hi.
really?
Oh, really?
Your
Like
hand has to be touching your face when you sleep.
sleep-wise, I'm a belly
So,
sleeper.
so is it like the back of the hand kind of
Come
like
on, Wendy.
that, or just any touch?
That's Wendy.
Oh,
Well, I used to. I sucked my thumb until I was from when I was born until I was 12. So I think it's because I always had my hand on my face when I was sucking my thumb. So I think that's where it comes from.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I already told him your age.
So is that like when you go to sleep, you'll put it on your face just to go to sleep?
Yeah, I did. I already
I'll
told
tell you, I'm like that.
I thought.
Okay.
But there's my
So
thumb.
I'm assuming.
But
you
yeah.
sleep on your
righty,
back.
Yeah. I'm a belly sleeper. I'm going to sleep on my belly. Like I can watch TV on my side.
They think that's
Yeah, I'm a definite belly sleeper.
Yeah, so am I. Yep. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, we do want you to go OCD, Mrs. Vic, because we're talking OCD.
We know why you're a belly sleeper, Harley Dad.
No, we know why you're a belly sleeper, Ben. Fuck you. Oh shit! Sorry, this kid. Sorry. My bad.
Ass.
Sorry, I cuss around my kids. So
Yeah, Ollie,
I owe her money now. She's called me out.
Oh,
Now you're not gonna
because you said a swear word name, I had money in the money jar.
Dang it.
Oh, look, there's the swear jar there too. That's the swear
dang
jar. She's even got the swear jar there.
Rich around here.
All right. Well,
Is
I
it
apologize.
quarters or dollars in the swear jar? Or does it depend?
Oh, she wants
Harley
me to
Shannon just went live.
I was gonna say, Joe, I just subbed and she just went live.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's not nice to talk about Rob like an OCD. I mean, he is
Because
kind of
believe
he is a
if you
disorder.
do
But
That's
Wait,
the
what? Who said what
everybody
now?
seems to be cutting out.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Rob.
I probably had my hand over the microphone. She wanted me
Aw,
to
don't.
show you the swear jar where you should deposit your money.
Yeah, yeah. Do you take
Yeah, we saw the swear
PayPal
jar.
or Cash App or
Oh yeah. You can cash out me. Oh my
Amazon
goodness.
card.
I
how
wouldn't
much do
have
I
to
owe?
get a job with you guys.
Amazon card.
Oh, Jesus, man.
Just cash
It'll
out
be a
me
bit bad
every
for
time you
Australians because we
swear.
don't have Cash App in Australia. We don't have Cash App in Australia.
We'd
Well,
all
I'm
be
just gonna
broke
say.
if we deposited it
I'm
in the swear jar.
I'm just gonna say if you're gonna have your kid around, please do not come on my stream because I will owe her so much money.
Yeah. Oh, my Lord. That'll
Hey, this
cost
is
us a friggin' fortune.
this has actually
That
been a
was the
well-behaved
granddaughter.
stream.
That was the
Right? We've been
granddaughter.
It's
She's
actually
not
been
always here.
relatively mild tonight, so I'm kind of surprised by that.
Harley will be
It
sending
is,
me,
it
like
is.
gold bars and shit. Yeah, it's like I hear.
I will fully fund that kid's college if you bring them over to my stream.
I might have to do that.
We've
if
actually
your
got,
Now that I say
Mrs.
that,
Vic,
I'm like,
goes
why
to
did I say
college.
that?
Mrs. Vic, we've actually had a very big D&M about OCD at the start of the program before it started going a bit sideways.
Before
We've
I
actually
showed up.
all
Yeah.
gone through our OCD stuff. Well, even Harley actually said a couple of his really bad habits, which is just like, really? Fucking, you're off tap, man. Fixing
Oh,
fucking
swear
boxes
jar.
up in shopping centres and workplaces and
Just saying, I've gotten
counting
better.
nuts on
I don't do it
cars
as
and
much. Like I just focus on what we're looking at versus walking down the aisles and doing it. So, but,
Yeah, and I think that
because you know the
sleeping with my
OCD
boobs
habit's
on,
that bad
it's
that if
pretty
you start
fucking
looking
weird.
at the boxes, you'll have to start straightening them up.
Yep.
So they're
That's why I
better
walk
So it
down
still is a
in the
thing. You just try and take your mind off it.
Yeah, in the storage unit, unseen, so you don't have to think about it all the time. It's just put away, and you just have to think about it every time you pay that monthly bill.
Yep. Exactly.
Which is
Yep.
cheap.
Freaking hell, that doesn't look like a very small unit there, Joe. That looks like a reasonable sized unit. It's talk about having a small
actually
unit.
looks
That looks like a
bigger.
cool place.
So many jokes I could
Aw.
make right now. Anyway.
Oh,
It looks
I
a
can.
lot bigger on video for some
Casper.
reason.
Yeah,
Aw.
totally.
Muy
And
pequeño.
Amy too. Yeah.
Hi, baby.
Look at the birdie.
Hi, baby.
That's
I
Casper,
can
the
see
jealous
it
bird.
right now.
Oh, yes, oh, my Mrs. C. Mrs. C.
Ben, make sure you don't bring your cat out.
Yeah, I've got real
Bird-
OCD as well.
What would the cat do?
He's somewhere.
Pawing the screen.
Right.
Try and call the microphone.
Again, yeah.
That's Casper, the jealous bird.
And I got a little budgie too.
We had parakeets when I was a kid. Those things were so freaking annoying. I mean, they were awesome to play with and stuff. We let them fly around the house and stuff, but they were so annoying.
I had that parakeet with cats. It didn't last long.
Not when you let it out of the cage, they don't.
Yeah, she used to fly around, and then one day she wasn't there anymore.
She's just gone. I found a pile of feathers, and I wasn't sure what happened.
That's what my mom said. Yeah, don't know.
My great grand aunt had a parrot, and her husband taught it how to cuss. And every
That's what I
time
would do if I had a parrot.
you'd walk in the house, you're like, shit on that. Yeah.
I watched a video the other day, a little short, that this dude had the cops called on him because it sounded like there was a woman in his house screaming, "Help! Let me out! Help! Let me!" No, it was just freaking parrot.
Yeah.
I saw that video.
Yeah, he's out there working on his car, and cops show up, and he's like, "Whoa, what's going on?" Like,
We hear a woman in distress.
Right?
Oh, it's just my bird.
Yeah.
Oh,
These people out this farm that I knew, and I actually knew these people, and they had a sulphur crested cockatoo. So for you non-Australians, that's like a really big white cockatoo with like the yellow crest on him.
She said cocked.
Yeah, my sister.
And this
had
fucking
one.
bird,
Yeah, I
man, it
heard
could
cock.
mimic the
I heard
dogs perfectly.
So it sounded like a
Sulfur
dog.
crested cockatoo.
Okay, that's 3 times she said.
But it was
cock.
also
Anyway,
mimic the
continue.
telephone.
Only Harley would count that.
It was a bird, though. I'm not swear jarring. I was talking about the damn bird. But the
But
friggin'
Harley
bird, it would
Yeah,
mimic the
swear
dogs
jar
really
too,
well.
son.
But the one that
Either.
really,
He gets so mad.
PLM.
He gets so mad. I mean, it must be an Australian thing.
Bye.
PLM means he's going to pee, just so you know.
Oh, good to know.
yeah,
I don't think I needed to know
PLM,
that.
piss lives matter. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Oh, backstage. Oh,
Oh,
Mrs. Vic.
she ignores me on free SO, so I ignore her.
Hello, everybody.
Ben.
Ah, you're naughty.
Correction. He sounds so mad. He might not actually be mad.
Mrs. Vic.
Yeah.
How's my favorite people doing?
Hi, Mom.
Hey,
Oh,
baby. Hello.
I don't
what's
know.
your daughter?
Frank.
Hey, is Amy your daughter?
Yeah, no. That's Frankany. She's our new friend.
Adopted.
Welcome.
But yeah,
to
yeah,
you.
I'm her internet daughter.
Oh, gotcha.
I've adopted her.
Her name's Stephanie, but she's got. So that's Stephanie, but she's got Frank Pucko on the screen, so we're calling her Frankany.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Stephanie.
She's
Nice to meet
She's
you.
adapted quite well. No, Frankany.
Good to see
I've
you.
had some practice.
Oh,
You won't know who she
Watching
is if you call her
your
by a
guys'
real name.
video, so. I feel like I know.
So
you.
this is day 2 without a shower and packing. Oh yeah.
Oh, that he's been sick.
Woo!
Are you
So
moving?
close.
That's right, they don't shower for like a week in England.
Oh.
no, how did today go for packing?
Oh,
and
we're getting so much done. We're getting so close. I think we're gonna. I think the Thursday this weekend we're renting a truck. We're gonna do dump runs and stuff like that. Get yard cleaned up, and then we're hoping to be in on the 28th. Be fully moved. We had planned. Hey, Harley. We had planned to get movers, and it was looking at probably over $1,000 for movers. And we
That's why
decided
you go to Craigslist.
I think we can do this on our own. We're gonna be sore. I'm pretty sore tonight. I just did I did the whole fridge and took everything out. I'm trying to do the cleaning along the way, but I think we're gonna do it without movers, and then that way we can get back to all of you when we do bingo night.
Oh, fuck us. We're going to get the movers, I reckon. Don't fucking worry about us. Get the
Except
movers
for bingo's rigged.
for the actual box moving stuff. Hell yeah.
Jeez, Randy.
Either that or can't you go to like an employment agency? Can't you hire day labourers or something? And just get a couple of day labourers to help you do the heavy
That's what I was
stuff?
saying. Craigslist.
It's always so iffy, right? You can hire people,
It's
but
questionable.
nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work, especially the young people that are.
If I was closer, I'd 100% be there helping you.
Well, that's what we're finding, right? I mean, now my sons are amazing, so they're men. They are willing to help, but
That's all the movers you need.
well, I've got my 2 sons, and they're doing good. But I mean, we're going from a pretty small, the stairway is pretty small, and getting couches out and stuff like that.
Pivot.
I like how she just said
Yeah.
her sons are great. But
Too soon, Harley.
they're just
Too
not
soon.
quite enough still.
It's the stairway. the
pivot stairway.
Yeah. The stairway.
I'm
In
glad
Australia,
that some people
we've
got
got
the
a-
reference, though.
Yeah.
I got it. That's why I said too soon.
We've got an awesome app called Taskmaster, and what you do is if you've got a job, like say you want to move, you put that you want to move and put how much you're willing to pay, and then people will bid on doing the job for you. So say if you're going to do it for $700, someone will say, no, I can do it for $650, and then it goes down and down and down.
I don't know that
And
we
that's
have
just
here in Canada.
yeah, it's really good for
So
getting a good price.
if it's anything like America up there where you're at, which I know that there's a big difference, but if you just go to the Home Depot, you can find some work. Anyway, bad joke. Sorry.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah,
Thank you,
there's
Ben.
a place called Gumtree. You can also advertise on that, and then people get in contact with you if they want to do the job.
Nice.
So have you bought a
I
new
would
house,
like
or
to help.
you're renting?
I would like to help local people that are willing to work, but I'm just finding, even with just selling off stuff, people are so wishy-washy right now. It's not.
That,
I just want
we
it
had that
done.
issue tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got a great bathtub for once we're moved, and I can go and soak in some Epsom salts to heal my
Are you
sore
gonna live
body.
stream that or sorry?
Oh yeah, no, of course, yeah.
Full of Jello and Epsom salts, right?
Wait, I need a beer. I need a beer.
Of course, I gotta make some puns after this. Right?
I feel
if you're gonna
kind of
use-
bad dating Amy, and then you're her mom, so I kind of feel bad. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Well, you shouldn't feel bad. You're my son-in-law now, but you better be good to her because Mama's coming after you.
Yeah.
For the record, Amy and I aren't really dating. Just throwing that out there. We're both married.
They're just what is it?
If she's her YouTube mom, then I'm her YouTube boyfriend, wherever she is, way over there.
You're just stub bump buddies. Is that what you?
Yeah, we're stump bump buddies. Yep.
Stub bump buddies.
Oh no, I'm totally Amy's mom. You mess with Amy, you're messing with me.
I would never mess with Amy. I'm not fucking stupid.
Yeah. Because
I'm not worried about you in that capacity, Miss T. I'm worried about her. So
apple doesn't fall far from the tree, even if it's an internet tree.
Harley, Dad, if
like
you
an
didn't
apple.
know, I'm in Tasmania.
That's
So
Australia.
you're near 41 South. My other friend from Tasmania. Well, I don't know necessarily near, but
Yeah.
I have another friend on YouTube that's in Tasmania.
Yeah, it's,
Oh,
it's
cool.
an island
Oh,
off of Australia.
Wow.
Nice. So I missed the OCD talk. Were we actually being serious OCD or just OCD?
No, we were
the toilet paper roll on the
It was-
back.
no, it was more of what
I
people
aired
wanted
a
to.
lot of stuff out, and now people are making fun of me for it. So.
No, it was more.
Oh, that's
it was
not
more of
true.
originally people didn't have to go into what they talked about OCD. So when I said it, it didn't have to be like necessarily a diagnosis of actual OCD, but it could be. A lot of ours were sensory,
Behavior.
like as in for comfort stuff, alignment, counting things. That we did have a skin scratching, but none of it necessarily like diagnosed OCD, because that's up to people if they want to disclose those types of things. Because
Oh, so I'm going to be the only one that's actually diagnosed here.
Yes, please share.
Yeah, that was up to everyone if they wanted to go with that
Oh,
involved
yeah.
with
Only
that type of level of stuff. Obviously.
Oh wait.
I have
let me check.
multiple diagnoses, but that's one I don't have yet.
That is one I do have, which exposed itself during postpartum depression. I guess I always had it, but it enhanced after my second son was born. And mine is well, it's lots of things. It's very hard to control. It's and I can joke about it and I can have fun about it, and I think laughter's the best medicine when it comes to any kind of mental disorder. And that's how Rob and I have dealt with even my anxiety and OCD and everything else. And he's burping. Did you hear him burp? I don't think he knows I'm live.
Wait, what?
I thought that was an animal.
Slob.
That was an animal. That was my hubby, the animal. Hi, honey. I'm actually on a live panel, and
Also, Stephanie, Mrs. Vic
Everybody
here.
heard you.
Mrs. Vic is Canadian, but Rob the slob is American, so it makes more sense.
People.
Absolutely makes
Hey,
a
Rob.
lot of sense, and hence
I
the
think I smell
OCD
that.
that probably developed from that relationship. I don't mean to joke. Sorry.
I am very lucky to have somebody that has helped me bring humor into my disorders. It's
That would be the best.
I get to
Oh, did I miss out on the Mrs. Vic's? I missed Mrs. Vic's OCD stuff. Damn it.
Who helped you?
No, she hasn't told us yet.
Yeah, she's just getting into it.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything.
Okay.
So anybody who has OCD, it
Cool.
changes over time. It changes sometimes. Sometimes it's and I don't want to trigger anybody who does watch this, because sometimes people that are in a very bad OCD, it's intrusive thoughts. It's thoughts that come into your head and you can't get rid of them, and they keep coming back. And as you push them away, they get worse.
It's exhausting.
It's
It's
the worst
exhausting.
do.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's where humor comes in, because when you accept those thoughts and think, we may all think those thoughts, or who cares? Who cares? It's not a big deal. And it is, that was one thing that I had to learn with it. But I struggle with your typical OCD things, hand washing. My hands are bright red. I do the hand washing. I do the counting. I leave the house. Did I unplug the curling iron? And if it doesn't matter how many people tell me I unplugged the curling iron, I have to go home. I have to. The house is on fire at this point. So
I've told you no.
Yeah.
I have pushed you, and I said,
he has pushed me, and we will laugh about
I'm
it.
sure you thought about it the whole time, but
We will laugh about it, and we will,
We didn't go home.
and I can't tell you how many times I've buried him while he's out working.
I've been in a break.
He's been in a grave many times. I'm panicking. I'm calling the hospitals because he didn't answer my text 2 seconds after I sent it. It's it's like, he's dead. I know he's dead.
Don't exaggerate. 20 minutes happening.
So we put our joking into it. He's like, "Can you stop burying me every time I leave the house?" Like,
I love that.
so, it's
But
one
for
of those.
me, even when I go to other people's places, like if I go to other people, say, I can show like all my sauce and mayonnaise bottles and everything in my fridge right now. And when I use a sauce bottle, mayonnaise bottle, I've got to wipe the top of the bottle. Even my fucking, now, I haven't wiped it for a while because I'm sure it's pretty friggin' clean. But, so all my sauce lids and everything, they all get the top fucking wiped off them. Like even the very top. That's crazy. Now, even my fucking butter, I hate. So this is just another one of my stupid things. Even the inside of my butter lid, because you always get butter on the lid, but I've got to clean that fucking lid. I cannot fucking handle having that butter, even though I've still got butter in there.
Wendy's the perfect
My shelves are
room.
clean.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I would love to live
Like
with
all my shelves are clean. It's just fucking crazy, man. Everything's got to be in little. All the medicines in its own little spot. The coffee's together. The fucking jams are together. Oh, another one is everything's got to have a friggin' lid or plastic on it. Oh,
If I wasn't already with Rob,
yeah, no, I like.
Oh my gosh, we could all live together because me and Wendy discovered earlier that we would make great roommates because she doesn't mind doing laundry. She hates folding it. I hate doing laundry. I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind washing and I don't mind washing and hanging clothes and that. I fucking hate folding. If I show you my room down the end there, that's just like nearly everything I own is in a friggin' container because I hate folding clothes.
Does it wrong, and it's so frustrating. And
Yeah.
having kids, you have to encourage them to do things, right? You have to allow them to do things, even if it, they folded the towels, they put them in the closet, and I don't want to refold them because that's an insult to them.
Exactly. Yes.
But
yeah.
Done.
Don't get me started on the bath towels in the cupboard.
I want to go back and fix them, but I'm trying because I'm a mom and I want to teach them that, what you did is good. But
because everybody's going to have their own way of doing things, and that has to be okay.
Right. But
Yes.
my way's the right way, and it's
But
really
I'm happy to show someone
how to. Well, there's Wendy's way, and then there's everybody else's
Mrs. Vic's
way.
frozen on us.
I think it's about control.
Well, I'm quite happy showing someone how I like to have me stuff done. But if I've got to show you 4 and 5 times, then you're just starting to take, as far as I'm concerned, you're starting to take the piss out of me now. Like I've shown you nicely, I've been really diplomatic and nice about it, and now you're just being fucking a dumb, stupid, lazy arsehole, and I can't tell you nicely anymore.
Wendy, there's some of us that don't pick up things quickly, and especially when it goes against your grain of how you're used
That's
to
why I
it.
give him 4 or 5 chances, like bringing up to 4 or 5 chances. I'll treat you like a computer and punch the fucking information into you.
10 chances. You gotta give us old people. Some people get very set in their ways, and the older you get.
Don't give me the old people shit, man. I'm over half a century already, so don't try and burn that one on me.
I'm older than you, Wendy, so don't worry about it.
So that conversation is pretty cool.
Yeah, well,
this is something that you guys don't know about us with our move. I also live with we live with my aunt.
You are swingers. I knew they were swingers. No.
We live
What's
with
that,
my
sorry?
aunt. She's 70, and we love her dearly. But oh boy, do we bump heads because I'm so
controlling.
Want things done my way.
Pedantic.
He has got her way of doing things, and so we have some issues in our house sometimes. But I mean, true OCD, Ben, if you're talking about true OCD, I know we all have things, picky ways that we want things. True OCD is when if you don't do a certain thing, it causes you extreme anxiety. It actually is not just, it's not just a picky thing. It is causes you.
I started off this saying I have a psychology degree. So I have studied OCDs. This was not to go necessarily into the in-depth, actually diagnosed OCDs, unless people wanted to. This was more talking the lighthearted stuff. If people wanted to go more in depth, because obviously there are a lot of different OCDs, especially diagnosed, because I even said this is not about the washing the hands until you're bleeding because of being worried about germs or whatever, So that's why we kept it pretty light, and I appreciate you telling that type of your story there, because those are definitely different levels of an OCD, because everyone can have a forgetfulness, because I'll do the same thing. I'll be like, did I lock the door?
Yeah.
And I'll get to my car from say a 3rd floor apartment. I'll be like, pretty sure I did. I'm going to go back and check. And I'll go back all 3 pre-park, go all 3 flights, and I'll be like, yep, I did. Damn it. And everyone does that. It's just when it goes to the extreme where it can be the diagnosed OCDs. And that's why I put the banner here saying this is not a licensed psychological or making fun of any OCD.
Right.
Psychologist.
So I do suffer from both, but
nor are we making fun of it.
No, of course not. No, and I do suffer from both. It depends on what's going on in my life. If I'm going through a big change or something like that, and my OCD can flare up to a point, and because of what I've been through in my life, I do know how to deal with it. And one of the best ways to deal with it, and I'm not a medical doctor, but is to remind yourself that's okay. That's not me. That's my OCD acting up. And it does act up, and fear is what feeds it, right? So as soon as you find the fear, it feeds it and it makes it worse. And so what I try to do is, like I said, use humor, and I will talk to my OCD, my anxiety, or whatever, like it's a separate entity. And it's like, yeah, bring it, baby. Go ahead, and it does help. It does help when you welcome it in and say, that's me. That's who I am. When I'm going through something major, my OCD will act up. And when it does act up, yeah, I can get to the point of clicking the light switch 6 times because I don't know why. Because something's wrong with the light switch, something's wrong with this light switch. It's like no, I have to see this number, or I have to count whatever. So yeah, and I'm completely
that meant so that number.
Do you know what triggers that, or can you recognize what triggered that behavior after the fact?
Totally.
The reactive things are,
I am amazing in an emergency situation. I can jump in to an emergency situation.
Hey, Joe.
I can do CPR.
Hey.
I can help anybody. I'm so good in an emergency situation, but after that emergency situation has ended, my OCD kicks in.
Okay.
It's
I'm the same. I'm the same like that. Like I can,
situation. Yeah. And then when it's done and I calm down, I think my body goes into this panic.
It's like,
right. Then
I know exactly that feeling too.
You start absorbing what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I mean I'm like I said, I'm fantastic. I've saved lives. I've had to. But after it's done and it's over and I look back and it's like I go into a panic mode, my whole body goes into this like trembling, fearful mode. Yet I wasn't fearful in the moment where I should have been.
Right.
I was fearful after.
Yeah. And you're keeping that person that's in that emergency situation calm, and you're just in the, I guess it's like a fight or flight mode, but you're just making sure you're Johnny on the, and then once it's over, and then that person you've been helping for whatever reason, they're in a safe zone, you're just going, fuck man, that was just crazy. Like I can't believe I just interacted.
What did I
and
just
kept my shit together while I done it.
It sounds like an extreme adrenaline withdrawal, almost.
Yeah, probably.
Like you go from like 100 to 0 without ever having a calm down moment, like to cool off. Kind of like it's the same like in the military. If we're in a situation, we get into the risk goes away. There's still a moment to kind of reprieve from it.
Yeah,
but it's not 100 to 0. Be like, oh, okay, it's over. Shock. That's what it sounds like just off the instance. It's almost like there's no withdrawal period. It's just
it's even shock. Like when I've lost family members, like Rob has said to me, I can't believe how strong you are. Like, I mean, you know, I've lost family members. I've been there when they've died. I've been there by their side and everything else. And I was strong, so much so. And then when it's all over and done with, now I'm terrified. I'm like, my whole body's gone into this panic, anxiety. And it's like, you would think that anxiety would have been there during that time, but it wasn't.
Right.
No, I know. Yeah.
Kind of like the power going out after the storm, you know?
Yeah. The calm after the storm. You can take on the storm and you can handle it and you're cool as ice. But then after the storm, that's when everything hits you. And it terrifying feelings. All these feelings come at you, but I think it's like you said, a flight or fight survival kind of mechanism.
Yeah.
You're there to do what you got to do, and you're going to get it done. A lot of us are programmed that way. And then afterwards, then you have the time to think about what just happened.
Mm-hmm. I also
you get the shakes. Then you get the shakes instead of having the shakes when the situation's happening.
And I think us as humans, one of the biggest problems is that we don't stay in the now. If you can focus on what's happening right now, we can handle anything right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if we look back, it causes us anxiety. What just happened? Now we've got anxiety. If we look forward, the same thing. But if you're actually focusing on what's happening right this moment, we can handle anything. But it's our imagination, it's our thoughts, it's our going forward or going backwards, right?
Experiences play a lot into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do think
I can handle it better. I can handle it better when someone else is experiencing the bad shit, and I'm there to just to put a Band-Aid on it, so to speak, you know, and make sure they're comfortable and that sort of stuff. But when it's me, I'm fucking hopeless. You know, like, I don't do good at the sight of my own blood. I don't faint or anything like that. And I'm not even so much the sight of my own blood. I don't do good with bad injuries to myself. But if someone else has got a bad injury, like even a really bad cut that might need to be frigging closed up and held closed and shit, I can do that. But as soon as it's me, I'm just a fucking mess.
I'm dying.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, if it's somebody else with the exact same injury,
I don't.
Dying. You're fine. Everything is fine. I got you.
I could literally hold that injury shut for him while it friggin', you know, till the ambulance come and shit like that. If it was like a big ass slice or something, I could do that. I could rip a t-shirt up, start strapping it up, all that crap. But if it was myself,
you're dying. I know I'm dying. I mean, I have people that deal with anxiety in my life, like my daughter does. And obviously, I pass that on to her. She's like, I'm getting chest pains and everything else. And I'm like, honey, you're fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Why don't I talk to myself that way? I don't. I'm getting chest pains. I'm having a heart attack.
I'm having a heart attack. I'm dying.
We don't treat ourselves the way that we treat others in any regard, really. Like, I know, like, I'm way harsher and critical on myself than I would ever be of another person.
Yeah.
Right.
If I had to explain anxiety, the simplest way that I could put it is being at the edge of the highest cliff, blindfolded, and someone's behind you and you know they're going to push you.
Yep.
That's how I would explain it.
Joe knows. So, and I know you know by even that explanation. You know what
terminology,
That's exactly what it feels like.
I know.
Yeah.
And you don't even know when they're going to push you. You just know that, there's a high chance it's going to happen. So you just friggin' heart beating out of your chest and you're just like, oh no, I'm going to die. When's it going to happen?
I used to explain it to a friend of mine. I would say, we're sitting in this room together and all is calm. Suddenly, 10 people come charging in with guns. And what would your reaction be when 10 people come charging into that room with guns? Your body would react. You go numb. You got all these other reactions. Somebody with anxiety gets those reactions for no reason. Like, for no reason. You're sitting in a room, you're having a coffee with your friend, and suddenly everything just goes, danger. We're in danger.
Yeah.
And it's not logical. It's not
no rhyme or reason.
No, and of course it's very frustrating because I mean a lot of us leave dinner early, have to whatever. I mean we have our reasons. We just it's and I definitely, again, going back to now, We got to focus on now. I think it's also a very active imagination.
Yeah.
We can create little scenarios.
Oh,
Everything.
But also,
yes.
I was
Yeah.
talking a bit about it before, but like with things like ADHD and like being neurodivergent or whatever, like it's very common to have anxiety or depression because just the way that it's affected the brain.
Yeah, my daughter.
And as far as the active imagination, with the active imagination side of things, I can see someone doing something that I see is potentially stupid, even though they've probably done it 100 times before. And that active imagination, I can actually visualize, and I mean, I can fair incomely. It's almost like, and I'll even twitch from the quirk of those 4 different scenarios. I can already picture that could go wrong if they weren't doing something safely. And I will actually do a physical fucking twitch, like they've already freaking just done that hurt from doing, like welding without, say something simple like welding without eye goggles on. I'm thinking, you can get fucking bit of slag in your eyes. You can freaking hit the friggin' hand with the bloody gas torch, and I can actually visualize all them scenarios just because just as a short friggin' thing, because they're not using safety equipment.
Wendy, I advise you to stop watching my videos then.
Your videos give me anxiety.
I advise you to stop.
Yeah, but you end up on panels.
Well, I try and actually
felt good.
I try and confront certain things. Like I used to be really fucking horrified, terrified of snakes. So now that I've been making myself watch videos of snake handlers and everything, that's definitely helped me. I do definitely believe that watching friggin', snake videos has helped me, because snakes, being chased by snakes, so it's one of those recurring dreams that I've had as a child, I still have as an adult, and I found that that's settled down heaps because I watch people doing good snake handling, and I've watched heaps of videos, heaps.
Living in Australia,
I've just forced myself to do it.
Not good.
No.
Oh man, I get fucking all the dangerous snakes in my house yard, and when I don't actually say that lightly. I say that it's a serious, actual statement. I can show you photos of snakes that I've had in my yard. I can show you photos of brown snakes.
Not only is she in Australia, but she lives out in what they call the bush. Like she's in the country.
Yeah, man. Like I'm in the scrub where they're in my house yard. So even though I'm in a town, like you don't see down the cities, they get the deadly snakes, but they get a lot of tree snakes and stuff like that. Brown tree snakes, green tree snakes. It's like all the non-venomous ones get to live in the city good, and all the poisonous ones come out here to the bush. Like we get a lot of black snakes out here, and they're in the venomous category. Just this year alone, and our snake season's only just really started. I've already had one where I've taken a photo of one outside my sliding glass door because he was just there, and I just kept watching that fucking snake. Hey,
I saw
that's
that
like
one.
out in my plant area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wound up having to friggin' like kill it because he wouldn't fuck off, and I just thought, well, if I don't get rid of you, then that'll make sure I've got nightmares, because if I don't know that you're dead, Mr. Snake, you could piss off to the next yard. I've got to see you go to that next yard, and if I don't see you go to the next yard, then I've got to kill you. Otherwise, I will wake up in a fucking sweat, and I mean where my shirt is wet from sweat, nightmares.
You're owing Frankeny a lot of swear jar money.
Why do you think I left for a while?
Frankeny's daughter showed Harley the swear jar earlier on, because Frankeny was giving her daughter some food in the kitchen and took her phone out of the kitchen.
Nobody from
and then Harley just said a cuss word.
That was the
I said
granddaughter.
Oh, granddaughter,
They
sorry.
made her double.
And the granddaughter's like showing the swear jar for Harley in front of the camera and everything.
Yeah. Technically, I said
You
two
got to
swear
pay
words,
me.
but I plead the fifth.
I can guess you won't get any money from me because I don't swear. If I do, it's
The hell she doesn't.
I
very
know, and
much.
it's fucking bullshit that you don't. God damn it, Jesus
I
fucking
just
Christ!
don't.
Yeah.
1,
I
2,
don't.
3,
There's a
4,
buck.
I
There's a
don't know.
buck. There's a buck
I don't
50.
know.
It must have been my I was raised by a very British English family. They swore. I wonder why I don't. Oh, probably because I got soap in the mouth if I did.
Yeah, I did too, but
I never swore when I was a kid, and Dad never.
Oh,
No,
I
yeah,
swore
Dad
all
never
the time
swore
when I was-
around us kids either. No,
Oh,
Dad
see,
never
I
swore
was-
around us
never,
kids
yeah,
when I was
I
younger.
never do that either.
I was
Yeah, I
I was
don't-
raised by a trucker.
then,
I knew every cuss word under the sun by the time I could talk.
See, so to me, they're fucking words. I don't care. They're fucking words. If you let words hurt you, that's your problem. That's my philosophy. A lot of people don't agree with it. I cuss around my kids. My kids use cuss words, which I really honestly don't care, but I know society doesn't like them to. But they always use them in context, by the way. Anyway, throwing that out. They don't
That's
use them.
important.
They don't use them all the time. That's not what I mean. Occasionally, they will.
Just in the right spot.
Exactly. The
No,
comedic
I
relief.
I remember
Go ahead.
always
son,
have.
my son
Grew up
called
in
me
a
an
family
asshole when
that
he was
swore a
4,
lot.
and it was the most hilarious thing.
Yeah.
He goes, "You're
It's
an
very
asshole."
weird to hear somebody else swear, though, like when you're not expecting it. Like, I'm sorry,
That's
the
comedic
granddaughter's not allowed to swear probably until she's preteen. Then it's okay to swear.
Yeah.
I think the
And
reason
I
why
respect
Yeah,
that. I
I
respect
was-
that 100%.
I think the reason why I
I was
don't
never
swear-
allowed to swear as a kid, but Dad didn't swear around us kids either.
Yeah. Every time I swear, Rob laughs at me.
Because you sound
That
funny.
just
You
sounds
sound
so
funny
wrong.
when you do it.
Sounds
Cause-
so
cause
weird to hear it coming
Mrs.
out of somebody's mouth.
Mrs. T swearing is, gee, dang it.
Yeah.
Golly, gee whiz.
Oh,
Golly darn.
And I'm like really
oh,
mad.
fiddlesticks.
Like,
Fiddlesticks.
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 Sorry, go ahead, Miss T. Sorry.
Fuck you, Harley.
No, Wendy said it. Wendy said it.
Yeah, see, I just.
No,
I
you
thought-
said that. You said the damn.
Yeah. See, now I can't even talk because I said the F word.
I know. So now I have the clip of your stomach, and I'm gonna have the clip of you saying the F word. So
Her
I'm gonna build
tongue
this.
is
I'm gonna build
numb.
this Miss T's really not angelic site. Anyway, sorry.
That's fine. I'm not
Well, I reckon you can start doing Mrs. T's swear word shorts, except you can bleep out the swear word to make it YT friendly, and start doing
don't wanna
Mrs.
be
T
angelic.
friggin'
I'm
cuss
trying.
shorts.
You guys are all changing me. I'm working on myself.
We're a bad influence on her.
Well, the
Don't
best
fucking
way to
blame
do
us.
it is the best
Fucking,
way
fucking,
to go
fucking.
back on the footage of tonight's. Then whoever swears,
Back on the footage.
put up
Footage.
red X
Wait.
in every time on that.
Footage. What do you mean, James? I'm offended by that.
Well,
What do you mean?
if you
footage?
curse Harley, a red X will be right on your face,
yeah.
like your face. Then
Right.
whoever
I'm
does
just-
it, then it,
I'm just worried.
Oh,
about
great. There's going to be a lot of red X's on
Comment.
screens then, isn't there?
yeah, on that person's face.
Everyone will have a red X.
Is it
No
like
deal.
Hollywood squares with the red X.
Oh, somebody.
And my kids also. I got a friggin' I've always sworn like a friggin', a friggin' truck driver or a friggin' workshop worker. But my kids weren't swearers. Like, I always taught them it's not good to swear, rah, rah, rah. Like, they never swore, but it was just something I instilled in them. Like, I'd swear, and then I'd just remind them, like, that's not appropriate to do that, kids, rah, rah, don't do it, mummy, da, 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 da. And my youngest one, she can roll her fucking pupils, man, right back in her eyes so you can see the whites of, like, just her eyes.
Undertaker. She
And-
pulls the Undertaker.
Oh no, we call it we call it the Linda Blair poltergeist. Look, actually, that was what we give it. And I remember friggin' we were at a barbecue one time, and someone saying to her, "Go on, Go and roll your eyes in the back of your head going, your mother sucks cocks in hell. And little Jasmine, she's going, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. So I said to Jasmine, I've gone, well, just move your mouth and I'll say it for you. So she'd roll the eyes back and just go like that, right? Well, I'd be going, your mother sucks cocks in hell. Honestly, my kids would not swear. They wouldn't swear for the fucking money.
Oh, my kids try it all the time. So our rule is you can't cuss unless you're singing a song. And not just singing, like if you're listening to music and there's a song that you know and there's a cuss word, then you could say the cuss word while you're singing the song.
Mine weren't even allowed to listen.
Go a cappella. You can't go a cappella and say, my brother's an asshole. Like, it's got to be a known song.
As soon as my kids will listen to that rap fucking crap, and I had a swear word in it, it would be straight off the friggin' music list for me.
Rap
if they'll listen to a word,
dude.
Well,
Harley,
good for you. Rap did not raise my kids.
You just don't know the new music, Harley. My brother is an asshole is a fucking banger.
Oh,
bye, guys.
Fuck off, Rob.
He's coming to hi. He's begging me. We're going for smoke. We are working on a box. So, anyways,
what's this wee shit? What's this wee shit? You've been sitting here for 20 minutes, Miss T.
We're working on a box.
Oh no! Don't even go there. You have no idea.
Don't even yet.
Been busting ass.
I'm gonna shut up now. I
Wait,
apologize.
hold on. Is this a we are working on a box or Rob is going to be working on?
No. The box is actually me.
That's what I mean. That's what that. Thank you. At least we got clarification here.
We are both
Mrs.
working
Box.
very hard to get this shit done.
On your box. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
As
there's
said by
Box,
her.
and then there's Mrs. V Box. So,
I only just
now
got
you get it. Now you
I
get it.
had a moment. All right, we're talking about my box. Okay, I got it.
the guys were. I don't know.
All right, yes, my box is almost packed.
Almost packed. You heard that, Rob? You're in.
Isn't that a song?
Anyway.
Well, my box is packed and I'm ready to go. I'm standing here undressed like a hoe.
Trying to go for smoke and then I'm closing my box.
You guys.
You heard it. The box is closed.
Closing time.
No packing tape needed.
I closed my box up about 10 years ago, man. my box has been item free for
Jesus Christ. Okay, that seems like a great time to end this stream. That seems like a perfect time to end this stream.
Wendy.
You guys
Well, if you're going to end it, I'm going to go over to Shannon.
Hang on.
That
This
seems
is
like a
for
perfect
Wendy.
time.
Wendy. There's my Wendy.
Oh, it's Audrey. It's Audrey.
This is my Wendy
If you
plant.
go over to Shannon's,
Oh.
Harley, I'm gonna
I'm
gonna
going
write
to
something in the
bring
back
it back to life. I've named her Wendy.
Okay, Joe.
That's super sweet.
Yeah.
So
We're
what
actually-
happens when that plant dies because it gets shot?
Wendy died.
Ooh.
Then Wendy
Oh,
died.
Okay.
Well,
It's
that's
like a voodoo doll. Okay.
well, no. See, that's the
I'm
problem.
gonna
That's the
put
problem.
Shannon's link on the. Can I put Shannon's link on the YouTube thing?
Yeah. That's called a Wendy voodoo plant.
No,
Because
I've named
Mrs.
the
T
plant
is
Wendy.
purposely not going to
I'm
water
going to
it
make
for like
this
2 weeks at a
plant
time and watch it
Thrive
just slowly
in the new
suffer.
house. No.
So one thing, Miss T, real quick, since that's a Wendy voodoo plant, can you have Rob go and rub some leaves so Wendy can feel some satisfaction? And James, where's the fucking crickets, James? Where's the crickets, James?
James, yes, crickets, please.
I hear these crickets.
Man,
I thought that joke would land. I thought that was gonna fucking anyway.
No,
Don't worry about
Frank
it.
and his freaking granddaughter swear jar.
Actually,
Hey, she's not in the room. She's not in the room. It doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
James, you need the wah wah wah.
Yeah, that
have
too.
that one.
Ba-da-bum-ba-dum-bum.
You're lucky it doesn't.
Fuck, I
You're
thought
lucky it
that
doesn't
joke would
count.
be a hit, but
You're
That
lucky it
was
doesn't
a
count, or you at least would have paid
Hollywood
for all the
Red
books.
X.
Yeah, it was a hit. It was a hit, Harley. Don't worry. It hit the floor.
thank you,
Huh.
Rob. Thank
Who the
you,
hell
Rob.
is
I
that
appreciate it.
All right,
See,
I'll put
Rob would've laughed
Shannon's
if he
Not
was
My
here.
Name's YouTube link on our Discord page in case anyone's missed it in the stream.
Much love to all you guys. I know she's been hanging out with you, but I just want to throw a little bit of love to y'all too. Much love.
we
Hi,
love
Dad.
A couple faces I don't recognize. So,
Oh, that way. Yeah, that way.
guys.
Yeah, we're making new friends.
New friends. I love new friends. Much love to you guys.
I love new friends. New friends.
Spread the positivity. Much
Joe and Frankeny. Joe and Frankeny.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. I dropped it in the chat.
Very happy
It's
to
all
meet
here.
you both.
YouTube.
And
You too, matey.
How are you? Oh.
Well, much
All right.
love to everybody. Ben, I love you to death. The Vix, you know I love you. Amy, you know I love you.
Except
Anyway,
for Rob.
I love
Except
you,
for Rob.
James,
Except for
Wendy.
So we're going for a
Joe,
we're
I
going for
love
a
you.
YouTube
Nice
raid
to
over
meet
at
you,
Joe's
Franken.
friends
Nice to
page.
meet you, Frankeny. Nice to meet you,
Yeah,
Frankeny.
let's go.
But yes, I'm going to go over to Shannon's. Just to, you know.
Yeah,
Where are
I'll
we
put it over there, guys.
Where are you going?
Ben,
Yeah,
over to
Ben
Shannon.
dropped the link.
Okay. Is it
Shay
posted?
Morrow, YTube raid.
I don't
Joe's
know who
friends
Much love,
page.
y'all. Vapion, love you too, by the way, Vapion.
Okay.
I missed you in the
Did you post it in
Much love, y'all.
Discord as well?
Yeah, it's in the Discord.
It's on Discord and it's also in the live chat below.
Okay. We'll see you over there. Much love, everybody.
All right, everyone. I
See you,
appreciate
matey.
you
Ben
all.
gets to get have an early
See you, Ben.
night.
Thank you.
I
Oh,
know.
Ben gets a reprieve.
Yeah. Guess what? Because this
He's just going to free
it's ending
SO.
right now.